everyone, and welcome to SystemMagic. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Greg, this is Andrew, and today we are streaming some modern Renless Elementals. A deck in Modern that obviously takes advantage of all the free elementals, and the Kahira Companion, and many other factors to have a competent elemental deck. That actually, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Andrew, you should be talking about this. Tell me about this elemental deck in Modern.
You can give the spiel if you want to.
Yeah, I don't know the spiel. Tell me. I need to hear the spiel. Why are you considering this deck for the NRG Champs?
Okay. Well, so, basically, the point of this deck is that counter spells are really bad against it, because you have 4 Voice of Resurgences and 4 Cavern of Souls.
Okay.
And notably, counterspells are both heavily played in Modern in general, Murktide, and heavily played Energy Champs, a mix of Murktide and various control decks. And basically what your deck is playing to do is you play an Incountable Risen Reef, and then, ideally, you have Voice in play, which means that your opponent also can't kill your Risen Reef, because if they go to kill it, you'll get an elemental token, which will trigger Risen Reef.
Right.
Which is really fucked up.
Ooh, I didn't realize that. That's sweet.
So what this means in practice is that you it's pretty easy to play Risen Reef and get like a free turn to do what you want with it.
Okay.
And the idea is that you're going to use your free turn to like maybe play some more elementals, maybe evoke some more elementals, and just like have a big turn and kind of go off. And that's the gist of this deck. So it's like not trying to play in terms of its like fair. Maybe it's better to describe. Its fair game is fairer than almost anyone.
Okay.
It outfares you pretty hard.
Okay.
So, like, it's very hard to, like, play a legitimate grindy game against this deck. Like, it's kind of impossible. It'll start doing its thing, and you'll lose, is what will happen.
Right.
And, like, it also kind of always finds Risen Reef, because it has 4 Flaming Harbingers that 90% of the time 2 to 4 Risen Reef.
Right.
It also has Ephemerate, which means you can do the Evoke Ephemerate thing, where, you know, like, Fury or Solitude on turn 1 or 2, plus Ephemerate is pretty strong.
So it's a little scammy in that way.
Yes. Also, you can just save your Risen Reef, draw a card, obviously.
Right.
Also, once you have Risen Reef in play, Flamekin Harbinger is Demonic Tutor.
Okay.
So, like, once you have the Risen Reef, if you have extra Harbingers still, they just all turn into Furies and Solitudes, which then also draw you cards for 0 mana, and, like, it kind of snowballs from there. The other thing about this deck, okay, so, DC, it's the opposite of what you just said is true. Tommy Ashton played Milas. In fact, I'm not sure how many games Tommy played with it prior to playing it in the tournament. But yes, I told Tommy to play it because I thought it might be good and I wanted data on it. I actually also played in the showcase and did poorly. But yes, well, see, the problem is Elementals is not very good against ramp decks.
Okay.
And in the showcase, I made the mistake of playing against such decks as Tron and Mono Black Cabal Coffers.
Okay.
And then my opponent ramped me. And that was bad.
I'm happy to know. So Andrew sent me a message that said he lost to Coffers, and I said, Cabal Coffers, question mark? Because I didn't even know that card was Modern legal. And Andrew never responded. Like, it could have been something else Coffers. Like, I don't know. There are a lot of Modern legal cards. It must have been in Modern Horizons 2 in the like reprint slot.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Coffers.
I don't know what it was in.
Because originally just in Torment.
Is Torment not Modern legal?
Definitely not. Torment's like real old.
Okay, I don't know why Cabal Coffers is legal in Modern, but I assure you that it is. And that deck uses Cabal Coffers and Urborg to like go nuts.
Yeah. Okay. MH2 reprint slot. Yeah. Thanks, Nicole. Okay.
So Nicole confirms your hypothesis.
Yes.
But yeah, to be clear, I want to be clear that Tommy Ashton had a Thunderkin Awaker in this deck, and I basically told him that I thought it was unplayable, and he said, yeah, but it's so fun, and then he played it.
Okay.
Was more or less our conversation.
That's great. I love that.
So,
Hashtag not, exclamation point, Ruth.
Yeah.
That's some Ruth energy.
It was pretty Ruth.
Yeah.
Because I think the origin of this list is that this started with the Derek Davis list, basically. Derek Davis won the last NRG playing Elementals, and I started playing it in testing as the enemy when we were testing for NRG Champs. Okay. But I kind of like it. Well, basically...
Well, and you told me off stream you're 100% to play it at the NRG Champs. But he also told me he's 100% to play 5-color Eldrazi Tron, so you know, take that with a grain of salt.
Well, okay, let me sell the haters and doubters on this deck.
Yeah.
So this deck isn't like 4-color. It's not a pile of exclusively good Magic cards. Here's why you should play this deck. I'm pretty sure it beats Murktide, and I'm pretty sure it beats Hammer, and those are the two most popular decks in Modern right now. I also just generally think the deck is strong against anyone trying to play fair, and surprisingly decent against people trying to play unfair. For example, one of the most popular unfair decks in Modern is Creativity. And the thing about this deck is you have 2 Orvar the Ulform in the sideboard, which is a fucked up anti-creativity hate card, that is an elemental.
Yes.
It's the changeling.
It's all creature types. Yes.
Which means you just always have it.
Like when you play Harbinger it. Yeah.
Yes. Now, obviously, they have some counterplay. Veil of Summer exists. It's a little complicated, but in practice, frequently what happens against them is you find Orvar, and then you Orvar them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I also think the only real difference I made between this list and Derek's list is that he has Unsettled Mariner. Unsettled
Mariner?
Is that the name of the card?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and my experience with that card is that I don't think it's playable in Modern.
Okay.
So, I am playing none of them. And I have a Tangled Florahedron and 2 endings instead. Tangled Florahedron is nice because it's a land that you can Harbinger for. That is its sole purpose.
I see.
Okay,
I have some questions.
All right.
So you described this as Renless Elementals. Is there a Ren full Elementals?
Yeah, you can play a 4-color deck with Risen Reef and more Evoke Elementals and Ephemerates, but still play Ren in it. So the reason I'm not playing Ren in this deck, which to be honest might be wrong, but I tried a little and didn't love it, is that so the issue is the emblem is terrible. Because you have almost no spells.
I see.
And also, the mana is super awkward because you're a 4 Cavern of Souls deck, and Cavern doesn't cast Ren.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, you start to realize that, like, you kind of have to change the whole deck to support Ren, and then you start to realize that you don't want to do that because you like what's happening.
Sure.
So, anyway, that's where we're at. But yeah, I honestly won quite a bit with this deck in leagues and in internal testing. Before playing in the showcase, and I still kind of like it. I'm not sure I'm going to play it, but I definitely am not sure I'm not going to play it, NRG Champs. So you can do with that information what you will.
Okay, question 2. You're a red deck, and you're not playing the card Ragavan.
Oh.
Would you like to explain?
Well, it's because Companion is a broken mechanic.
Ooh, I see. Okay. I understand.
I actually thought about that, too. I thought about like these like slush like taking these slush slots and like maybe like trimming a Fury or cutting the Tangled Florahedron, like somehow making room for 4 Ragavans. But like this is like one of the best Kahira decks I've ever played. Okay. Like this deck actually uses Kahira really well because your deck is all elementals and some of them attack and block pretty well. Yeah. And like, you know, I played a game against Creativity where basically like the game was I like had a turn where I had Omnath in play. I used the Omnath to pick a Cure and play it and bash my opponent for 10. They went for it. I stopped them once, and then they died. And I mean, I don't know. That was a really strong Cure. I mean, it added like a ton of damage to my board for like very little effort. So anyway, I think it's wrong because it's not elemental. And again, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not saying this is the only, you know, I'm not saying this list is like precisely perfect, but I liked the two. I think this is an upgrade. This is something that we changed. Okay. Because, like, again, basically, Mariner isn't playable. I don't think there are any playable elementals you can put in these slots, really. Yeah. And I think you want just, like, a few more answers in general, and you specifically want answers to creatures equipped with Hammer. Okay. And to non-creature permanents, which your deck isn't very good at answering. Sure. You basically have only land binding. So, for example, if your opponent plays, like, Turp Orb or something like that, or Hushspringer, you want to be able to kill it. Yep. So anyway, that's the gist of this list. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about it. I mean, we can kind of fire it off, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, I have a nonsense question. Can I ask about this? Why does Magic Online have the Melded Mishra listed as its own card? Does anyone have more than 0 in their collection? Like, if you have both Mishra and Phyrexian Dragon Engine, do they add a Mishra Lost to Phyrexia to your collection? Why is this here?
That's an insane question, Greg. I don't know the answer.
Why is it here?
So I definitely don't know the answer.
Oh, is it really like that for all Transform cards? It has both halves? Well, like, if I want to look for, like, Moonrage Brute.
Well, you are gonna have to spell Moon Rage if you want to.
That has to be how you spell Moon Rage, right?
Well, no, I think you did it right there.
Okay, now how do I find cards that aren't in our collection? Oh,
it's listed as quantity 0. They already are showing, right? Click quantity. Yeah. Oh no, go to 0. No.
Oh.
You have to go to 0.
Oh, I see. Oh
yep.
yeah, both halves.
See, so you can just search them all.
Okay, so if you owned a Brutal Cathar, it would show up as both.
I guess so.
But if you owned a Mishra, oh no, now different cards are visible.
Okay, Greg, if you want to discuss how bad Moto's search interface is, I'm fully aware of that. And I don't really need you to, emphasize it.
But you have the Flip Mishra, but you don't have this. I guess you need both? Okay.
I mean...
Wait. Cliff says look up Fable. I want to know Fable of the... That's probably enough.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, yeah.
And there's Sage of Fables.
Sage of Fables.
Noted Wizard's tribal cards.
I don't see a "the" in the name. I guess it's probably somewhere in the text box, huh? Anyway, that's all the nonsense that I wanted to discuss. We can now play some Magic.
Also, to answer Will's question about is this an intimidation tactic, it's not intimidation tactic.
Having the Mishra card there?
No. Playing this deck on stream.
Oh, I see. Because you're 100% to play it at NRG Champs.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put the fear of God in Will. I mean, I do think this deck is quite good against Hammer.
Is this where you get the good scouting info? Here, and also by DMing me on Twitter.
Yeah, here and also by sending Greg candles.
Yeah. I've yet to receive any candles.
Greg is willing to accept all bribes.
Piper had a tweet about, how she would give out her deck list for $5, and I meant to retweet it with, I will give out Andrew's deck list for 5 candles. I never did.
To be fair, I believe Piper was only willing to do those for specifically a crisp $5 bill. My crumpled $5 bill was soundly rejected.
Wow, multiple offers of candles for Andrew and Jesse's deck lists. You just have to be Greg, when am I tweeting out my address?
Alright, well this hand is decent. It's a little slow, but it's fine. We have a turn 2 binding.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you see, what, Andrew, will you courier this for me this weekend? Yes, I really appreciate all candles. Ooh, Amulet of Vigor, huh?
Okay, so I've actually played this matchup before with this deck. I think it is decent. It's not great, but basically... Okay, well, I'm going to play Triome, and then I'm going to play 2-mana Binding. I mean, that's my only play.
Yeah.
Basically, what's interesting with the Amulet matchup with this deck is this deck can legitimately go over the top of Amulet sometimes. If you start going off with Risen Reef, you will, eventually reach a point where nothing they do matters. You'll be sitting there with, multiple, Solitudes up or whatever, and you're just yeah, go nuts.
Yeah.
But it does take some getting there. So, okay, so actually that is a fine land to play, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Because that's a 4th type. Oh, I probably just fetch the other Triumph and have all 5 types and it costs 1 then.
That makes sense.
That's probably the right play. Okay. So let's see. Between these 2 fetch lands, our only bases are forest and plains. So it doesn't matter which of these are the same land for most intents purposes.
Okay.
So I guess I'll break this one. To a first order approximation, fetch lands are what basics they can get, and otherwise they find it.
Oh, you're gonna hit the Vigor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because, yeah, I think I probably should. Because this is going to be another Amulet. That's what this always is.
Okay.
And I don't want them to have 6 mana next turn.
Okay.
Because if they cast a Titan with, it's going to be bad even if I kill the Titan.
Sure, okay.
In fact, I happen to know, because I played a little Amulet, back in the day, that if you Titan with 2 Amulets out, it's not only 1 Titan.
I see.
Because you have enough mana to find T-West, transmute it, play Summoner's Pact, and play another Titan.
Yeah, okay.
So it's as many Titans as you have T-West in your deck, and I think stock is 1 to 2.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, it gets really bad. That's interesting. They didn't find Amulet? Huh. Why didn't they find Amulet? Does map really help them that much? I don't understand why our opponent didn't find Amulet here, chat. Okay, see, now the question is, do we need to, like, chill for a bit and hold something up and, like, flank and Harbinger and pass? That might be right. Because the problem is if I slam Risen Reef, they can Titan... It's not that easy without Amulet. But see, and they don't have Amulet because they would have played it. Huh. Sorry, I'm going to move this mic so I can see the chat a little better.
Oh, that's fine.
You think they're on the Sage plan. I don't know what that means exactly.
Reclamation Sage to get back their Amulet?
I mean, they don't normally play that card. It's...
Oh, Saga.
Yeah, I don't understand what our opponent's play means. That's the issue I'm struggling with right now. Like, because what I want to do is play Flamekin Harbinger for Solitude. Well, first break a fetch, then play Flamekin Harbinger for Solitude.
Yeah. And
just chill. And I don't really see a reason not to do that.
That makes some sense.
Okay, so if I'm doing that, I already have white. I probably won't need triple white. So I think I'm going to fetch tapped Steam Vents.
Okay.
Play this and leave up white. And I'm not going to kill this Azusa because it just doesn't seem to matter very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically can't haste, chat. I mean, it's not literally impossible, but it may as well be impossible. So, yeah. I don't understand any of our opponent's decisions in this game, is where I'm at. Like, I still don't know why this is an Amulet. If this was an Amulet, they'd have 6 mana on any bounce land here. Do they have no lands in their hand? Like, how did this happen? Anyway. Steam Vents, tapped, play Flanking Harbinger. Another interesting thing about this Elementals deck is I basically think it couldn't exist without Leyline Mining. But, you know. Yeah, I think I just want Solitude. Because I'm going to try to go off and also Solitude Ephemerate and, you know, nonsense. Yeah. Like, my plan A next turn is to play Risen Reef and then pass with Solitude Ephemerate up, which is pretty fucked.
Yep.
Like, Chad, it's also just hard for them to haste because they just like don't have enough mana. Like, they have like a lot of problems. Like, Amulet rarely can play 2 untapped lands in the same turn. Like, because so many of their lands are bounce lands and stuff. Okay. Just gonna hang out, play some bounce lands, haste up their Azusa, I guess. Okay, so now the question is, should I kill the Azusa? It doesn't seem like it matters very much.
That really seems like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's probably only right if I think my only constraint forever will be mana, which probably isn't true.
This feels like a show of great weakness.
I think it is a show of
In
weakness.
my RCQ, my first RCQ this weekend, I made a play that I announced. I said I'm going to make a play of great weakness.
Yeah, I have no idea what the draws will, to be honest. What's happening in this game is bizarre. Ooh, that's a nice Omnath. Anyway, now we're just gonna hang out.
Nice. I love hanging out.
I don't really know how we lose from this point, is to be honest what I would say about this. like, just because, like, I can't imagine a hand just they made this series of plays that beats us.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the problem is the constraints of their previous plays made sense, and they somehow find a win. Maybe unsatisfiable.
So are we going to do the thing now with the trigger on the stack?
No. We definitely can just because they might, like, try to haste the Titan.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
use bouncing lands and replaying lands in such a way that they haste the Titan.
Yeah.
In which case I would like to let them.
Sure, right, okay.
Also, to be clear, we don't even have to do the thing right now. Like, we could just bind the Titan.
That's true.
And, like, chill.
Especially because we drew another white spell in Omnath.
Yes. Like, I'm pretty willing to bind the Titan, untap, play Risen Reef number 2, and then I'm going to Ephemerate to Demonic Tutor and draw 2 cards, and kind of go from there. Can this be considered a tribal deck if there's no Aether Vial? Well, Turtle Power, let me answer your question with another question. Would you say Humans' noted tribal deck in Modern was a tribal deck? It did play Aether Vial.
Wait, do you want to let them attack now that they have some Valakuts?
It's not hasty.
Oh, right. Good point. Sorry. I forgot.
So, because now Humans did play Aether Vial, but Humans is also a tribal deck in Pioneer that does not play Aether Vial. So you're telling me that literally a deck both based around Thali's Lieutenant, one's a tribal deck, one isn't? Like, that seems like a bizarre...
What about the Soldiers deck I played in Standard? Do you think that was a tribal deck?
The Soldiers deck you played in Standard? I think that was a tribal deck, yes. Andrew refused to play tribal. Yeah, you should know that during testing at some point, Jesse did ask me about Vile, and I was like, no. That was approximately what I said.
Yeah. To
a first order approximation.
Okay, I have a thing to say about Standard, which is that I went to a Standard RCQ this weekend, and I had a great time. Now, to be fair, I did a lot of winning. I lost in the finals, which was quite sad. But, like, everyone was whining about how bad Standard is, but it was a diverse format. There were multiple good mid-range decks. There was a good aggro deck. There was a good control deck. Like...
So I'm going to not put this on the battlefield because I want to play it for my land.
That makes sense. So anyway, I had a blast playing Standard, and people who whine about it, I think, are wrong. My deck was $40. I bought my entire deck, minus, 10 cards that I already owned randomly from Pioneer, and it cost me $40.
So my main objection to playing the Standard Decks format is that I'm still not sure I accept the presupposition that it is a format. But I grant that...
I played an RCQ. I almost qualified for regionals.
Yeah, Greg did lose in the pseudo-finals of his RCQ. Alright, so that's a little concerning. It's not that concerning. They're hasting it? Okay. So, I guess that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna Solitude this. I could Solitude in response to this.
The Tribe-Elder, I see.
No, the Dryad, because it makes the Valakut's active.
Yeah.
Right, but it's next season already, Pignoran. Yeah, it actually is season 3 right now.
Yep. It is the first week of... This last weekend was the last week of season 3. I am already queued for San Diego, as is Andrew.
Yeah, all streamers present today are queued for that tournament.
I came very close twice to being queued for Dallas, but I am not. So, sadly, I came in 4th place in both RCQs. One was a 2-slotter, one was a 1-slotter. Whether or not you're queued for San Diego is revealed Friday night. I see. Ooh, missed a win-in for top 8 with Jund Akarak this weekend. In Pioneer? Is Akarak the one from,
Yeah, there's an Akarak, combo deck, I think.
Okay, cool.
So, evoke, exile this, draw 2 cards. Now, they can now sack the Sack Tribe-Elder to get 2 Valakut triggers, which is a little annoying. But the thing is, I can just ephemerate to save my Reefs, which is pretty messed up, actually.
Or, as chat points out, you could, in response, ephemerate and exile the Dryad right now. Oh,
that's true. I also could just let them target, then do that, to be clear. But
sure. Is Valakut such that... Is it an...
Yeah, it's an ring if.
Okay.
So I think I just... That sounds good. I'm trying to figure out if there's any reason to let it... I don't know. This doesn't matter. I'll just do this.
Okay.
Zoe, I would like you to know that I love your lack of content. So anyway, now let me explain what happens from here, because it's pretty nice. So what about to happen is this is exiled. They can find any land they want. Solitude lives. Next turn we can untap, and we can either Demonic Tutor plus draw 2, or we can Solitude again and exile Zisa. I don't know that it really matters, but I guess I'm going to Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor is pretty nice. What do you want to tutor for? Omenath?
Probably Solitude.
Okay, that one makes sense.
So in order to do this right, you need to put the Flanking Harbinger on top, basically.
Yep.
So, this is an important aspect of playing this deck, is don't misstack your triggers on Moto. So...
It is your upkeep, though. You do have a draw phase, so it would be okay.
Oh, that's true
in
this
fact,
case.
It might be a worse way to do it, right? Because...
Oh, I guess maybe that's true. You're right. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're deep in garbage time if you had not realized this, chat. Because this is the sort of thing I meant where I said this deck sometimes just, goes over the top of everything Amulet's doing. Nothing my opponent is doing matters anymore.
Yeah.
I basically have infinite mana and infinite cards. Is the description of my situation. Like, okay, I guess we can, like, cast Fury. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you can do what you please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do this, I guess.
That's a good thing to please.
Well, what I like about it, so see, okay, I don't want to play this Risen Reef because Risen Reef is not optional. I believe decking is a way we could lose the game.
Okay.
And I don't really want to play any of these solitudes. I want to like sit with them up.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to demonic tutor for anything. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I don't really need anything in particular.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna chill. I think. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to imagine defeat from this spot.
Yeah.
This is not a deck for the for those who are looking to avoid going to time. I would not say. Okay, so my opponent found Dryad, which is kind of cool, but I'm just gonna kill it in response to triggers. Like, this doesn't really go anywhere. Okay, that's cute. So I'm gonna let that resolve. And they can find... I guess I should respond to this trigger. Yeah, I probably should respond to this
That's
trigger.
what I would do.
So, okay, we're gonna... See, so now what's happening here is I'm casting a 0-mana Swords to Plowshares that draws 2 cards. And I'm gonna sell this one.
Well, but now then you're gonna ephemerate it, right?
Oh, probably, but, you know. Put this into play. Ooh, nice ending. Yeah, sure, we can ephemerate it, you know.
I mean, you don't have to.
If that's what you're into, you know.
It's what I'm into. So many triggers, yeah.
And I mean, part of what's so messed up about this is, like, it's very easy to find more ephemerates and stuff when you just draw bajillions of cards a turn. Yeah, okay, they've had enough.
Okay.
So, now, here's how our sideboard plan works in this matchup. We get to board in this card.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It's notably an
elemental.
Yeah. We're also going to board in Force of Figures to kill their sagas and amulets and whatnot.
Yeah. Ooh, I love the one of endurance to find Foundation Breaker, huh?
It's a nice elemental.
Yeah.
And Voice of Resurgence does nothing in this matchup, so it gets cut. It is a white card, but that's not really a huge problem.
Yeah.
I basically leave this in every matchup. I'm not totally sure if that's advisable. Fury's also not amazing, but it does kill the Dryad, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's conceivable that we should have, like, maybe a few... Oh, wait. I don't think this comes in this matchup. Yeah, that's probably bad.
Yeah.
The problem is all my stuff exiles.
Right.
If I could... Surgicling Titan does basically end their life, but I can't really do that. So...
Yep.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I'll do. Yeah, I also think that this current version of the deck, it's usually pretty obvious to your opponent when they can no longer remotely win.
Yeah.
So I think Concession is a somewhat legitimate win from the deck. This hand is terrible.
I was about to say, this hand looks real bad.
Yeah, it does nothing, notably. This hand is a keep. I'm gonna tuck Fury, I think. So this is one of the awkward aspects of this deck, which definitely is real, which is that this is not a combo.
Yes.
We will not be able to, in fact, cast our Land Binding on turn 2 unless we draw another land. Like that one right there.
Nice.
So now I'm just going to play this, and my plan A is to fetch for the Black Triumph again, and then Binding on 2, but we can see how things develop. Should the Cavern just be sideboard? I don't think so. I think Murktide is the most popular deck in Modern, and you would like to beat them.
I mean, they also help you cast your spells, right?
Yeah, it's definitely also not lost on me that it's just a Wooburg fixer for your deck. But yeah, counter spells are pretty popular. And I mean, I keep mentioning Murktide, but it's not even just Murktide, right? Like, it's also like there are these control decks that Okay. That's fine. There's these control decks that have counter spells in them. You sometimes like Archmage's Charm and whatnot. Or are they playing Azusa? Okay, so now we need to think about killing the Amulet in response to this. We probably want to. That's what I think.
That makes sense to me.
Well, otherwise they're gonna cast a Titan.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna fetch in response to this, I think. I mean, notably, I could respond... Wait a minute. Maybe this is wrong. I could respond to the first land trigger, like the untap goes on the stack, then I kill the Azusa. But my hand's pretty good at killing Azusa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just... And like, so I kill it, they can like play 2 more lands, right?
Yep.
So they don't even have that much mana to play. It's fine.
Yep. And hey, Colby, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
Okay. So, yeah, I think it's conceivable that if you wanted to play more, like, non-creature spells, like you were trying to support Ren or whatever in this deck, you could consider playing, like, 3 Cavern or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I mostly think that, like, your deck is doing a thing, and you don't want to dilute that thing as much as possible. Alright, so... Going to our turn... Fob. Well, that punishes me for my play last turn.
Yeah.
But, you know... Let's play this. Now, I could pick up Kahira here as a thing to pitch, but I think that's a bit anemic. They're not that likely to be able to Titan next turn, so I'm just going to play this.
Yeah.
If they can play 3 freaking untapped lands, which is kind of insane for them, and I brick on a white or red card, then, like, good beats. Okay, well, step 1.
If you had gotten a red card, would you have just snapped off Fury?
I think so.
That makes sense.
I mean...
Oh, especially because you draw a card.
Right. Like, it's not really down cards. I mean, that's the thing this deck is doing, to some extent.
Yep.
It turns out that the balancing mechanic on free elementals is not well set up to handle the existence of Risen Reef on the battlefield.
Oh, this is cute.
Wait, sorry, what's cute?
You get to pick up the forest that they get off Tri-Builder.
Sure.
And then untap it.
I mean, I think it's cute, but nothing about this matters.
That's why I said it was cute. I didn't say this is busted or...
Yeah, I guess you made no comment on it being good. But, yeah, also definitely got to make this Risen Reef uncounterable. That's important.
Yep, of course.
And I'm thinking I might play this turn, but we'll see. Omnath. Okay, well, that's good because it's pitches. Ooh, that's good too. See, now I don't know. I could Fury this, but I don't know if it matters, to be honest. But maybe I just should, because I draw 2 cards, and, like, do I need this Omnath even, really? I guess I sort of think I should, because nothing matters.
I like Furying it, because nothing matters.
But, I don't know. It might be wrong. Oh, I guess I also could have... Wait, this is a small error. I probably should have played my land first, so I could Ephemerate.
In case you draw Ephemerate.
But I guess the thing is I may not want to do that.
Yeah.
If that's what I get. So, okay, this is probably fine. Yeah, that can go into play.
And to be clear, even if you had paid 2 life there, it would come into play tapped.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
But see, now my opponent's in this position again where it's like, what are they even going to do? So, what I've been told from Amulet players about this matchup, I talked to Dom Harvey a little bit about this matchup at some point in time, is he said, like, okay, you board in a bunch of dismembers, and you try to keep Risen Reef off the table, and then you can kind of go over them.
Okay.
As the Amulet side. But, like, if Risen Reef stick like this, it's just that, like, nothing that our opponent's doing even matters.
Yeah.
Also, we might get cast this as a divination. That's nice. I hope you're excited for that.
I'm very excited for that.
Because I think my plan right now is to bind this Titan and then to untap and play Tangled Florahedron. So, you know...
See, when I hear nothing really matters, I think of the line from Dancing Through Life from Wicked, where he says, nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters, it's just life, so keep dancing through. So... Which Andrew says nothing matters a lot on stream, and so...
Ooh. Okay, I have a new plan. Blue, red, white, and green. I guess it doesn't leave me with green. Maybe that was long tapping. Whatever. I'm sure I'll find something. Oh right, by the way, our Omnath might trigger this turn.
Yeah. Omnath's a little better than Florahedron, I suppose.
Yes. I'll name Elemental.
Okay, that's a good name.
Okay, now I'm gonna cast Tangled Florahedron.
Whee! I love casting Tangled Florahedron.
Do. Oh yeah, that can go into play. That's fine.
Forum!
Take 4. Oh yeah, that can go into play too. I'm good with that. Yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't trigger Omnath.
Yeah, well, it actually does trigger it, but the trigger just doesn't do anything. Anyway, now I'm going to pick up Kahira, so I have a white card to pitch. And yeah, we can give our opponent some beats for 2.
Hiya!
And yeah, it's kind of again, it's just like nothing matters. I just, they have 6 cards. I don't know how they can possibly win.
Excellent question in Garbage Time about today's candle sponsor. For those who were here last time, we're back to this box of scented candles that my mom gave me for Christmas that just says scented candles. And today we've selected Jasmine. So we've got a nice Jasmine candle from the Scented Candle brand. And yeah, it's pretty jasmine-y. I gotta say it's nice. So
I guess I could respond to this to give them less life. Maybe I should have. There's a lot of cards they're drawing.
Ooh, Omnath with new Elishnorn. That is nice. I hope new Elishnorn sees constructed play.
Well, they did draw a lot of cards there. And I admit, I was impressed by how many cards that was.
I don't know. You said when they have 6 cards in hand that it didn't matter. They now have 9 cards in hand. Does it matter?
Yeah, I'm not sure it does, to be honest. I mean, they have a 9/9 and stuff. Okay, and they're gonna play Amulet, sure. All right. I mean, I just don't think we're gonna beat their full hand in Amulet. Like, I don't know. Okay, well that's good, but I might want to just hard cast a Solitude.
That makes sense. You have tons of mana.
Yeah. And I'll probably get 4 mana over the course of this event, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. Insane. Okay. Well, I can just leave up Solitude Ephemery and play this Kihira, I guess.
That makes sense. And that you'll definitely get 4 mana off of.
Well,
right?
no, it's a cat beast.
It's a cat beast?
Kihira is not itself
What?
elemental.
I guess it can't be all of the things that it says it is. It can't be a cat beast, nightmare, elemental, dinosaur, I think is the last one that...
Yes, it cannot, that would not fit on the card.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. I'll just cast this, and we can start the beats. Also, notably, our Tangled Florhedron is up, even though, you know...
Pew! Pew! Pew!
And I think I'm just going to pitch... I think I might FOB them. I guess I don't even really need to, is the thing. Like, maybe I should just save my FOB for Dryads. That's probably what I should do.
Oh, Dryad is an enchantment.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm just going to chill. Let's see what our opponent's got. Give me your best shot, opponent. Rewarded for my greed.
Nice. Now are you gonna you'll pitch Omnath, I guess, not the other FOB?
I think so, yeah. Ooh. That resolves 2.
Uh-huh. Well, now do you want to FOB both of those?
Oh yes. Oh yes. That is what I prefer.
Okay.
And I mean, they can obviously make mana with these, because essentially every Dryad makes 4. So I guess I should do it now in response to this.
Why does every Dryad make mana?
Because every land drop
Oh.
is 2 mana.
Oh, I see. I forgot about the other.
So I think I'm just going to pitch Omnath, yeah. I'm just going to hit these 2 Dryads. And now my opponent has expended their 1 land drop for the turn, because that's how that works.
Yep.
By the way, it used to not work this way. So the way it used to work is you would specify which source of like land drop you're using, essentially.
I bet on Moto that was really elegant.
Yeah, you know. Moto is a nice smooth Cadillac, you see. So
sounds like maybe I would have lost that bet, huh?
Well, I'm glad we're just checking on the Greg list at random. I do appreciate that.
There it is. Maybe I should update the Greg list to a different joke, but for now, that's the joke we're going with.
So wait, my opponent just found these Valakutes, but they don't have any Dryads now? What is happening? Okay, we're transmuting T-West, sure.
For
Dryad, I guess?
For Summoner's Pact for Dryad?
Yeah, I mean, alright. I'm not very concerned about this outcome. I mean, I think if they play Dryad and then try to play a land, I'm just going to Solitude Ephemerate, actually, and just hold the FOB.
Uh-huh, that makes sense.
Yep, okay, this sounds like enough stuff for me to do the thing.
Yeah.
That's also another target for Fob, by the way.
Nice. I like how many targets for Fav they are.
All right. Well, we're about to draw a fair number of cards, I would say.
Doop 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 doop.
I mean, this deck spends a lot of time in garbage time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So... Oh, wait. I want to put that in play. Yeah, there we go. Because now I gain 4 life.
Nice.
You just get that additional value. I can make 4 mana on their turn, maybe, and then I could Fav off it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Okay, so this gets exiled. These will be countered when they resolve. We'll ephemerate the Solitude. Alright, our opponent has had enough.
Woohoo!
To be fair, I was having fun.
I was having a great time. They might, they didn't say our hand, so they didn't know it was garbage time.
Yes. And I mean, admittedly, one valid critique of this deck is it is pretty reliant on specifically Risen Reef, and we did just like naturally draw 2 of them, which is nice.
Sure.
But I do think a reasonable response to that critique is we do play 4 cards whose almost sole purpose is the tutor for Risen Reef.
Right.
So, they also block Rog. That's not irrelevant. Ragavan.
Ooh. I hear that's a good card.
Yeah, I hear you should put it in your red modern decks.
Yeah.
Nice Cavern of Souls name monkey.
Just started a league and you're facing Tron match 1. That must be Andrew on his alt account prepping for NRG. Is it 5-color Eldrazi Tron?
Oh my god. Alright, so our opponent was apparently last seen 7 days ago playing Jund Death's Shadow. Interesting. MTG Bot just informs me of stuff.
Yeah.
I never know what it's going to tell me, you know?
It is E-Tron.
I think E-Tron is probably much more okay for this deck than Big Tron, because E-Tron is not very good against the card Solitude Ephemerate.
Yeah.
Or I should say the card Solitude, especially if you have Ephemerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this hand is okay. It's not great.
Great question, Burner Account 52. Why aren't we playing the monkey in this modern red deck? I asked the same question.
The answer is Companion is a broken mechanic.
Yeah.
You need Kahira.
Do you know what card is good versus Harbinger? Ragavan. That is true. Although,
it's sort of true.
Yeah.
They do get to exile your top card.
If they hit you.
Yeah.
Excellent point, B-Bolter and Mubat. Ragavan is OP. We should put it in their modern deck.
Okay, I don't know what's going on at this time.
I was about to ask what's going on.
Well, at first I was like, okay, there's some sort of food deck. Now you completely
Time of need.
I mean, this is some sort of combo deck, I imagine.
Okay, they found Urza.
It appears to be some kind of Urza combo deck. What I predict I should do is leave up Leyline Binding for Urza.
That makes sense.
And I should probably do it off not the fetch land because it's my only fetch for Omnath. So wait, oh no, but I have to use the fetch land actually because none of these. I won't have 4 types, no matter which of these I play.
Yeah.
So I just have to fetch. Okay, no problem.
Ooh, they have Kinnan.
Okay, so that's the thing that makes all your non-land mana sources make more mana.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you, chat. And then I guess this or Kinnan can both be found with this because they're both legendary. Is that the idea?
Yeah, or Shadow Spear.
Well, that I assume is a Saga target.
Yeah.
This is quite the deck we're playing against. Our opponent has demonstrated a wide range, is what I would say. Ragavan is good versus both Harbinger and Elvish Mystic to similar degrees, yes.
Because it's good against everything?
Well, the idea is that if you bolt their thing and attack them, it's very good.
I see.
So, I definitely want this. I definitely don't want to hit any of these things with Binding. The question is, are we going to, be dead if we tap out for Risen Reef? And also, is that a risk we just have to take? It kind of seems like it is.
I think it's a risk we have to take.
Yeah, the play of just, sitting around and making no play just seems like... I don't know how we're winning if we do that.
I mean, I guess that's basically what they did, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they played a Shadow Spear.
But their plan is to eventually combo us through whatever nonsense we have.
Yeah.
Ooh. See? Rewarded. Now, next turn, we can play Omnath and leave up Land Binding. And maybe do other stuff depending on if we draw Fetch Land.
Yeah.
So... Ah, yes. UG Food with no Oko Astrolabe Sanctuary, a classic archetype. God, it is insane how many cards have been banned from that deck. I played that deck. It was nice.
That is a lot. That's a long list.
Yeah, I played this deck at GP. There's, I think, a Dallas?
I think it was in Austin.
Austin.
The one at the start of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin. I
think I played this at GP Austin, and I actually played friend of the stream, enemy of the stream, Azax at the tournament. In Oko Mirror.
I appreciate that it's not frenemy of the stream this time. It's friend of the stream, enemy of the stream.
Yeah, I was just feeling, in a kind of a different mood. So
Gotta be
I went
both,
with that.
Yeah,
see, the thing about that is that, as Hannah Montana would say, it's the best of both worlds.
That's true. Excuse me, as friend of the stream, Hannah Montana would say.
Alright, so our opponent made some big, constructs and stuff. Somehow I think of the Permitsar control, this one's still the most threatening.
Yeah, I agree.
But, we're gonna have a pretty good turn now.
Ooh, that's nice.
So, let's get Almnath going, shall we? Oh wait, sorry, I need red. Hold on. So this is red, this is green, this is white. Yeah, that works. Casting Omnath is a really important skill to playing Omnath decks, and many people lack it.
Yeah, it seems pretty hard.
Okay, well that's not so bad actually, because that's a divination. Alright, so I'm gonna play a fetch. And I definitely am supposed to fetch, I think. The question is, what do we do then? Because the issue is, what I want to do is, play stuff, but I think I might need to do this. Oh, wait, but I can leave up lane binding and play stuff with the floating mana, because I can fetch a white source.
Yep.
Wait, shit, I can't fetch a white source.
Really? We don't have...
this deck plays this card as a Temple Guard that makes black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this is in play.
Yeah.
Which means I actually just, straight up can't fetch a white source.
Awkward.
But I really think this needs to go. I think I'm just going to kill this and do nothing.
That's fine. You could pick up Kira, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you get an untapped land.
I'm also... No, I can do it regardless, right? 4 mana, this costs 1, that costs 3.
Oh, that costs 1. Yeah.
So, yeah. I for the record, chat, I'm not very confident that this, no white source, or the no Temple Guard thing is correct. But it is what Derek did in his original list, and I have not really changed it. I would say I've spent a decent number of minutes thinking about changing it, and very few minutes changing it. So, do with that what you will. Yeah, get out of here, Urza. I only like the low Lord Artificer, sorry.
Well, those cards now, there are a lot of Urzas now.
I guess that's true. But
is the uncommon one the low Lord Artificer? Maybe not, maybe Prince of Krug?
Yeah.
I guess one's called... Wait, this is Lord High Artificer. What's the flippy one called? The one that becomes a Planeswalker.
Okay, so I did get maximally punished for my decisions.
Yes, that is true.
I still think we're going to be fine. All the stuff they're doing is small ball. I just need some time to Risen Reef them, Maybe draw a nice flank.
Urza Lord Protector, not Lord High Artificer.
So I'm just going to take 13. I don't think that matters.
Ouch.
And what I really need to do, I think, is find, a Flamekin Harbinger to find a second Risen Reef, or maybe find, a Solitude or something. I guess any pitch elemental is pretty good. Any pitch elemental is pretty good, he says. Sorry, chat. Sorry, you can't see what Craig's laughing at. We drew Endurance. So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna play Voice now and draw a card.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good.
Voice will chump block, make an elemental, and draw a card. It's still pretty strong here. Okay, that's good. So now when I play a land, I'll make mana for my Omnath.
Yeah, wait, can you make the cards in your hand smaller again so that they're not hidden?
Well, I think this is how we do this, right?
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah.
Okay. So now, I think I should maybe use Omnath mana to cast either Endurance or Omnath.
Uh-huh.
I guess probably just Endurance.
What if Kira?
Well, I want to draw cards.
Okay. Oh, right. She's not an elemental.
She's not become an elemental since we last spoke. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna actually play the untapped forest.
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing that is I want to be able to cast a 5-drop pitch elemental if I happen to draw that.
Okay.
So this way that is possible. Otherwise, it's not. I guess I want to leave like white-red floating because that lets me do anything. Yeah, Solitude or Fury or whatever I want, basically. Sure, we can shuffle in their graveyard. I don't know if it matters. All right, take 4. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna bind the Urza again. I mean, you know, what am I gonna do? Not bind the Urza? And then I'm gonna play Kira, I guess. You know. I could replay another new Omnath, but I think I'd rather play this. I can always trump block with this Omnath if I want to, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I guess, oh no, we can't attack for 5 into the 6/6, so I guess I will not be attacking with Kira.
Are they countering Kira?
Metallic Rebuke? Yeah, that's not gonna go the way you want it, Miko.
Oh,
it's really not gonna go the way you want. Yeah, the thing my opponents fail to understand is that Voice of Resurgence is very good against counter spells.
Yeah.
Very good. So, yeah, now I think we're winning.
Yeah.
That was a big swing. They have a lot of enormous constructs in play, but I'm not sure how much they matter.
Probably the best Kahira you've ever seen. That's a great comment.
Well, it's probably but I keep finding more Urzas. Stop playing Urzas. I really need the Urzas to cease. I mean, okay, so now here I'm going to go to my turn. Like, I don't think I need to Solitude it, like, now, because...
Yeah.
What's the rush? They can't spin it now. And we really need to, like, ephemerate or, like, find other Risen Reef for, like, you know, we need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So here, this one is Trample. So probably I want to double block this one. Right?
Well, they can't just give Trample to another one.
Yeah, but if I'm going to double... Like, I think I'm going to block one of them, right?
Okay,
it might as well be this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to chump block something. Oh, no, I guess I can double block again. Take 6. That's probably fine. Although I guess I kind of want the voice to die. No, I probably should preserve my board. This is probably the best one.
I like this.
Yeah. And then they're going to kill the elemental token and presumably the Omnath. We'll take 6 down to 7. But I think we are doing it. Ooh, they killed the voice. Nice. Did they not learn a valuable lesson from their last... Oh, because the elemental still dies? I guess that's true, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I mean, we have lots of mana. So we got that going for us.
Mana's nice.
They're going to then equip Shadow Spear with the Urza? Sure. But, like, now, look at the only 4 artifacts left. I mean, or, you know, like, we're kind of doing it. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess I start with this, because it actively makes mana.
Yeah.
Blue,
because we have all these
red,
fetches.
Green. Yeah, we have a lot of fetches in play. And don't worry, we might hit some lands off this too.
Oh, they have no cards in hand. I didn't realize they had no cards in hand.
Oh yeah, well you see, we had Risen Reef and they didn't. So
yes.
Eventually they were defeated. That is pretty much the fundamental premise of this deck. So I think we bring everything that blows them an artifact. And maybe Ease? I don't know, they're not that great. It's possible these should not come in. Like they kill like construct tokens, which is pretty nice, and our opponent does like a lot of those. But like, we might be able to clean up the construct tokens with like the normal functioning of our deck.
I think that is what we should rely on.
Okay, this is definitely bad. These are somewhat bad.
Yeah.
Like they have some counter spells. I bet they don't have that many though.
Yeah.
So I bet we just sideboard like this and call it a day probably.
Sounds good.
Some matchups I do shave Furies. My heuristic for this deck is I try to keep 6 pitch elementals at all times.
Okay.
But I do go down to 6 sometimes. Okay. But I think a Fury's good against our opponent. Like, it seems like killing the Keenan or whatever and killing Urza are both pretty important. And so I'm going to leave all the Furies in for now. Maybe that's wrong. The biggest issue with Fury in this deck, by the way, is that we don't actually have that many things to pitch to it.
Right.
Like, it's kind of just Omnath and Flanken Harbinger and other Furies.
Sure, okay, yeah.
But in a weird way, that means, like, is Fury good or bad in multiples is a complicated question.
Right.
Like, this is the issue with Fury right here.
Yeah.
But, you know, this hand's a Sneep, obviously. And here, I think weirdly, despite having 2 Triumphs in our deck, we probably want that to be Breeding Pool. Well, no, I guess maybe not. Breeding Pool is the most colors. I'm not sure we want to fetch. Any thoughts? Because we could get either Tri-Land or Breeding Pool. Oh.
Okay, well.
Well, now I probably want to fetch... I'm going to play Sega. I'm pretty sure I want to fetch.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to cast Leyland on 2, which I think involves fetching on 1.
Yep.
Because I could just, like, slam... Again, okay. What is the name of the card?
Kinnan?
Kinnan? Okay.
Yeah. Bonder Prodigy, I think.
What if I just call him, Bond Boy?
Bond Boy?
Is that acceptable? I don't really know.
He is Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. He, she...
Okay, so this is a good example of a deranged hate card against us that's highly effective. Luckily, we have Land Lightning, and also I have these endings.
Yeah.
Also Force of Vigor. Yes, I think Raw Grin is what I want. Which does mean I don't have black, but it's fine. Whew. It's a good one. This, by the way, is a perfect complement. Those 2 lands can cast... Well, they're every color in our deck other than black.
Okay, yeah.
Which is not actually a color. Oh my god.
It's actually, like, Bond Prodigy. He's an expert in the Bond movies.
Oh, I thought he was actually an expert in, like, bonds, like, in a chemistry sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he knows a lot about them. Like, if you're like, hey, can you tell me about bonds? Oh, God, that's a problem. Well, all right, then. The second Terp Orb is an issue. I mean, I'm going to target one of them. I don't really know how we get out of this except to go through it, as it were. So... Like, I could try to lay up binding something else and, like, try to, like, make our opponent do nothing, but I don't know. Like, that doesn't really seem viable to me.
So, could you play a 3/2 Vigilance here by evoking, and then it doesn't sacrifice?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't particularly want to do that, but I can do that. I think I'm just going to pick up Kahira.
That makes sense.
I mean, okay, here's an insane play we could make. We could, at the end of our opponent's turn, play 6 power.
With the plan to have Kira? Oh, no.
With the plan to beat down?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I need to kill her by shocking Azax since I needed to leave up... Like, I can't leave up a thing, otherwise it costs 2.
What if, like, Kinnan is a master of managing portfolios, but really doesn't particularly like stocks? And really prefers to put investments, into bonds.
Wow, math? They're gonna like keep wishing for more wishes? Is that the plan here? Look, I don't really know what's happening to us right now. I'm just gonna hope we draw a way to kill this, which we have quite a few of, but maybe you won't find. Okay, the question is, should I cast Kira? I think probably I should. It's a little complicated because... Okay, so here's the issue with casting Kira. The issue with casting Kira is I kind of want a green card that isn't this in my hand in case I draw Force of Vigor because I don't have green on my lands.
Okay.
But I think playing this might buy me a lot of time. I can, like, play a 4/4 Double Strike next turn.
That's true.
Which is, like, I don't know, pretty appealing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just going to cast it, but it is pretty medium.
Don't think you can be a master investor with just bonds. See, that's why it's so impressive. That's why Kinnan is a legendary creature.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do buy your argument.
Also, I want to be clear that we've yet to see the card Kinnan.
Yeah, but I don't know. It does kind of put all the pieces together.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, if we draw Flav, it's really strong.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So now, hold on. I can now flash into Solitude. It won't be sacrificed because of this. And I can then block.
And trade?
Yeah. Should I do that? I think maybe I should. I guess they can't regenerate. They can regenerate, I guess. Is the issue.
Okay, that is pretty awkward.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
What if we just cast all our metals like the hard way, and then we just like use them to win?
That would be incredible.
Yeah. Look, Theo, I came around. Okay, I was just considering my options. Also, to be clear, it's ending/binding/FOV. Well, although FOV does the unfortunate cost of our Risen Reef, I think it will be fine.
Yeah.
Somehow. It would be very funny if we just literally lost the 2 Turbo Orbs and Urza Saga and nothing else. Although, honestly, I think Urza Saga is a heinously designed card.
Tell me more.
Well, lands should not do this much.
Yeah.
Like, the problem is a significant portion of games where Urza Saga is involved in, the story was, yeah, some stuff happened, some cards were traded, my opponent played Saga and made 2 constructs, and I died.
Oh, they're right that they would regenerate the Turbo Orb.
Oh. That is true.
Okay.
Maybe that means I should have... I guess if they do that, if we draw that, then I'll try to bait the regen.
Yeah.
Which I might be able to do, but... Alright, well... How do you think our opponent's going to feel about a parade of 3/3 double strike, or 4/4 double strikes?
4/4 double strikes?
Maybe that can win. I don't know, it's very weird. Get him.
Pew pew!
Do you like that as vigilance too, so it's still back on D as well?
Yeah.
Right, so here we're gonna bait the regen, and then when we draw Force of Vigor, it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna come together, chat. You know, I have to say, I did not really design my elementals list with double Turbo Orb. Oh god, not Spellskite.
Uh-oh.
This is
I think we're gonna lose this one.
Well, but what about Fury, Greg? What about Fury? No, wait, okay, here's my legit plan. If they attack, I'm gonna take the hit, and I'm gonna make a wall of first strike with Furies. And we're gonna hope that's good enough. Oh. Yeah, well, I can't do this. They have Spellskite.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna play Fury. It's fine. It's fine, chat. Don't.
Everything's fine.
This is what do you think our opponent's gonna do about 2 Furies? You know?
I don't know. They're probably gonna play another Spellskite.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, we can try to win with aggressive amounts of hard casting. The problem is these constructs do kind of scale without limits. Like, eventually all the constructs will be 9/9s, and I don't really have a plan for that situation. Oh no. Either Spell Bomb. I don't like what's happening in this game at the moment. So our opponent's going to attack us for... Ooh. If they attack with that Spellskite, then we can win. I mean, I guess I'm going to chump. I don't know. Okay, chat. It's fine. Here's the plan. We draw a FOV. We can FOV Spellskite, Turp Orb. But they can regenerate one of them. Oh, no, wait. We have to do... Has to be Spellskite, Welding Jar. Right?
Well, then they'd sacrifice Welding Jar to regenerate Spellskite.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's time to concede the game.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Well, that was an insane game.
Should you bring in EE?
Yeah. Now that I know how aggressive their levels of hate is.
Yeah.
I think I should board an EE. I mean, I'm almost wondering if I should... I kind of like voices in small numbers. I'm almost wondering if I should have some sort of split, like... If I should do that... No, that doesn't really make sense to me. Probably this is better. Well... See, the thing about Elementals is it's not very good against Turp Orb.
Yeah, that makes sense. As Torpor Orb shuts... I guess Torpor Orb doesn't stop Omnath, right?
It does stop his Tantrum, it doesn't stop him doing Omnath things.
Oh, sure, okay, yeah.
So it is effective against him, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why the old 4-color decks honestly did not really care about triple effects. I mean, this hand's extremely good.
Are we gonna Harbinger on turn 1?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. I'm not too sure, because the question is like, oh my god, the Gemstone Cavern. The question is like, what do we want exactly, right? Yes, they exiled Urza and put this into play.
Yeah.
So their hand probably has a lot of expensive cards. They're exiling Urza. So do you think... I think we just want to find another Risen Reef. Is that crazy?
I don't think that's too crazy.
I mean, we could find a Pitch Elemental, but we have a lot of interaction already.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of think we should just find Risen Reef.
Okay.
It might be wrong. There's a chance this will cost us the game, but it makes a lot of sense to me. And see, the other benefit of this is that when we play Risen Reef later, our opponent won't know which one we played.
That is nice.
Okay, well, this is a good answer to that.
A powerful Magic card.
I mean, I don't really care about that. I could ending it anyway, just like shrink the constructs and whatnot. But it seems pretty unimpressive, right? I think I'm just gonna play land pass.
Yeah.
And obviously no reason to play the EE till the turn we might blow it.
Yeah.
Which is probably not for quite a while. On the plus side, our opponent can look at the top of their library at any time. At any time, Greg. They could be looking at it right now. We don't know. Also, here's another nice fact for you. Are you aware that when cards say any time like this, they actually don't mean any time?
What are some times where you can't look at the top card of your library?
So basically you can do it anytime anyone has priority, but not while spells and abilities are resolving.
Okay.
Because otherwise you could do weird things where like you're mid-resolution of a card and you look at the top card, which is not legal. Anyway, I'm going to find Dotha Trio.
Makes sense.
That was just a weird rules quirk for you. You can't look at your top card while deciding whether to shock a shock land. Yeah, that is correct. You cannot.
I see.
Because the shock lands...
You need to make blue mana.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can, though, right?
Yes. You have the card Steam Vents.
Ooh.
That's a nice one. You could name Jellyfish.
I could name Jellyfish. This thing's a jellyfish.
I assumed. When it prompted you, I assumed it was a jellyfish. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, this card, it does make a lot of sense in their deck, right? Because it makes 2 mana with the Bonder Prodigy.
That we still haven't seen.
Yeah, the presumed Bonder Prodigy, as it were. Okay, so I don't like this, because I was hoping they were just going to make him the construct and I could EE them.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to find some sort of thing. What sort of thing do they want? Like an Aether Spellbomb? Expedition map? Okay. I mean, a Parade of Sagas isn't going to beat me. Like, if we get to do our thing, that thing isn't going to matter anymore. Urza. Okay. Well, E will deal with this. Presumed Prodigy would be a great name for either band or a magic card. What would the card Presumed Prodigy do? Like, it has to do almost nothing, but have the potential to do something. That's what I would say about it, right? That's the flavor. Ooh, that's very good. So what do you think about this situation, Greg?
So, we could just play Risen Reef.
Yeah, it's very good if we hit any land, because we can just decline to put it into play.
Yeah, and put it into
play the land, and then evoke Foundation Breaker.
And we have 2 looks at it.
But even if we brick, if we hit on like a pitch elemental, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And even if we brick on everything, we can just ending a construct and like stay alive.
Yeah.
Jam Omnath is also a line, because if we jam Omnath and hit a fetch, like 2 lands or a fetch land, it's very good.
Yeah.
Because again, we'll just put it in our hand and then we'll fetch. But I think that's worse than the Risen Reef line, to be honest.
I think I like the Risen Reef line more.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm going to leave up the Indotha Triomes that we can cast Binding if we find that.
Yeah.
Or the Foundation Breaker, obviously. See, Azax, the thing you have to understand about not giving Omnath is this is more value. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Alright. How about we pitch some elementals, shall we?
Yeah, which one of those do you want to cast?
Well, I think I would like to... I mean, I want to kill Omnath is what I want. I mean, kill the Urza.
Yeah.
So I think I want to just Fury pitching Omnath.
That makes sense.
And see what we see.
Yeah.
We don't really need this Omnath at this point, I think. We have a lot of Vision Weave triggers. I think they'll get it done.
So we probably want to put that in hand, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then I'm going to blow up this.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it doesn't really matter what I find. I think I'm just going to preserve my life tunnel, honestly.
Sure.
Well, my mana's like pretty well set up. Yeah. That can go to play.
Yep.
Ooh, that's nice. Wait, should we just do that too?
Can we?
I mean, now we can Fury.
Oh.
Just like take out one of these things.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I don't really know how we lose from here, to be honest with you. It's kind of just going very well.
Yeah.
Like, they can have the reality chip. I think we'll outvalue it very easily.
Yeah.
We have infinite answers to everything. They have no board. Yeah, let's attack for 2, shall we?
Yeah.
I guess this can stay home in case we need to chump somehow.
Yeah. Pew, pew, pew.
It seems
pew.
like our opponent's dead. I mean, we're just deep in garbage time again. I don't know. Maybe there's some line involving the Bonder Prodigy that can get him out of this. Yeah, you needed that last turn.
Yeah.
It no longer matters. Yeah, alright.
Ooh, time to hit him with that EE for 2 and also take down the reality chip!
Oh, man.
Take that, reality chip!
Sure, I'll chump. I don't know, whatever. I'll take it.
Take it. What if you want to ephemerate that thing?
I do like that the E we boarded in is coming up just huge here, even though I think we could easily win without it.
Uh-huh.
But, you know. See, the thing about this E play is I have to make it because I'm just so scared of the reality chip, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a terrifying card. Is Will Kruger still here by any chance to offer his thoughts on the reality chip in this situation? I'm just hoping to hear from a reality chip expert, you know?
I do want to hear from Will about his thoughts on the reality chip.
So, yeah. Those are all destroyed. All of them. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could pick up Kihira and pitch it.
To play a Solitude?
Yeah, I guess we don't pick it up and not pitch it.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do? It's garbage time.
Yeah. I'm kind of off it, you know? Do you think we have enough cards, or like we're still short cards? What do you?
I think we could use a few more cards.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. See, okay. Here's the thing about this Elementals deck. It doesn't really win by inches. Usually, the games that it wins are hideous, insane blowouts.
Yeah.
Also, the games that it loses are typically hideous, insane blowouts. So, you know, it's something of a trade-off, but yeah.
That's nice. So when is NRG? NRG Champs is Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah.
And does everyone day 2?
No.
No. Okay.
Basically...
So it's a 16-person tournament.
8 players day 2.
8 players day 2. Will you be one of them?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Don't worry, chat. I think I'm very likely to top 8 the tournament.
Okay.
I also think I'm extremely likely to top 16 the tournament.
Nice. Me too.
I don't think you're very likely to top 16 the tournament, Greg, I gotta say.
I've got some tricks up my sleeve. Turns out I am Theo Jung.
Oh my god. Did you pick Theo because you've met him?
I picked someone at random who I had met.
Did you invent this Elementals deck? I'll have to pay Derek Davis royalties if I use it in NRG Champs. So.
Oh my god, last seen deck, generic Ragavan.
Yeah, generic Ragavan is so there's these like Breach Storm decks that don't have Grinding Station.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means by that.
Okay. I thought it was like a bot and it meant like it has Ragavan, but I can't figure out what deck it is.
No, I think generic Ragavan usually means the Grape Shot DRC
okay.
Storm deck.
I can't believe there's a deck called generic Ragavan and you're not playing it.
It is somewhat ironic, isn't it? So, okay, here I'm just going to kill Ragavan.
Yep.
And the reason I'm going to do that is I don't know if it's supposed to be a land or a spell yet. Because it might be Florahedron time.
Okay, yeah.
The issue is, what am I going to fetch for? I probably like white, probably Hollowed Fountain is what I need here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad Theo is still here. I, in the chat, just put that comment in.
Yeah, Greg, reach over to the laptop and type the comment.
I just did.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. There have been mono red Breach decks that have that name too. Okay, so generic Ragavan is actually a thing. Oh, our Dark Orange missed their second land drop. Is that what just happened? All right. Ooh. Okay. Well, now we can just play this. And get the Reef next turn. I mean, it's a little inefficient. I'd like to. Well, maybe I should just play Voice. Nah.
Oh, right. We can't play the Flame King guy.
Yeah. You do not enjoy viewing it. What does that mean?
I think missing having an opponent miss the second land drop, it's like not good for the viewing experience, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, don't worry.
They
sure...
want to see us win like close matches that they couldn't have won, but only watchers of the SystemMagic stream could win, you know?
Yeah, have they considered that the deck we're currently playing is not really known for its close match playing, as I mentioned?
That's true.
Have you considered this game would be comparably close if our opponent could hit their land drops? See, that statement isn't true, but it sure does like sound true. You know?
Yeah, I believed it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So we might need to set up the voice reef thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess next turn we're probably just gonna play Omnath, huh?
Yeah. Which companion are they?
They're Jaganta.
Yeah.
Which is consistent with them being wow. Okay, let's play Omnath.
Yeah.
My man is a little awkward here. Let's see, like a nice green red might help out.
We have played the Cavern and then in case we draw a fetch land, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see, green, red, white, blue, Omnath.
The fact that you do Cavern first and not last is tilting to me.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so we gain 4.
Wow, well, that
we were gonna win.
Sure.
We were about to find Risen Reef. So okay, I'm presuming this is a fair breach deck of some persuasion, which means we want these.
Yeah. And
we want these because their deck is like all ones.
Okay.
This is probably a. I guess the issue is what's bad. Okay, probably this is a less Furies matchup.
Okay.
Because they don't usually have like that much stuff in play at once.
Right.
Ragavan's often dashing.
Right.
Their other creatures are all X3s. I don't know what to cut, chat. I'm not. The problem is I'm just not an expert on the generic Ragavan matchup.
Yeah. Like about Prismatic Ending?
So this card I think is quite good. I mean, I guess Prismatic Ending is maybe worse than Uni. I mean, I guess this does nicely solve if I break my rule that I did describe earlier in the stream. But okay, we'll run it. You know, whatever.
Sure.
Is Jacob the sophisticated man's companion? I think...
like Umori is. Come on.
Well, what if it's
like...
Yeah. To be fair, don't let Collins Mullins hear you say that, or else he'll think he's sophisticated, you know? So. Azax, I like to keep 6 pitch things in my deck, and I just sided down to 5 seconds ago. That's the rule.
Wait. No, you didn't. You still have endurances.
Okay, but like, those are different. They don't impact the board when you pitch them. Right, okay, so this is an interesting spot with this deck that I've actually run into a bunch, which is that I really don't want to pitch Solitude.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just not going to.
You're just going to let Ragavan hit you?
Yeah, but it's not a flawless plan. So in order to do this, I need to fetch the Triome preemptively.
In case they hit it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to fetch the black Triome, because they hit the Logran Triome, it's not a problem.
Yeah, okay.
Or at least it's less of a problem.
Yeah.
Indala Triome online. Okay. What is happening? Okay, nothing. Huh. So I don't know if this generic Ragavan deck is a counterspell deck or not, really. But I guess I'm just going to play a fetch pass and find Ragavan Triome and cast this, and what happens, happens.
That makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Do we get to see what was exiled off the Ragavan?
Yes, it was
Counter
Counter
Souls. Okay. It is a Gigantha deck. Yes.
Oh, they can't play the card Counterspell. Yeah, chat's right.
Oh, right.
That doesn't mean they can't play Counter Magic, but the
Yeah.
card Counterspell is certainly off limits.
Yes.
Okay, Ragavan Triome. Binding. Thoughts? Any thoughts? Nice. Okay, so that's a mission accomplished. Now, in these sort of matchups where they have bolts and stuff, you have to be a bit careful with your Risen Reefs. You want to try to, if you can, play Risen Reef and get immediate value.
Yep.
Which we can do here. But that's generally how I feel. Like, ideally, you play it with, like, Voice or Ephemerate as much as possible. Obviously, we don't have those things here, but yeah, this should be fine. Now, the question is, should I main phase? I think I shouldn't. Because the problem is in my main phase, I give them a Ledger Shredder loot, then they respond with a bolt. So I'm just going to wait, and then when they bolt it, I will Voke in response.
Right, because they have a bolt because of the treasure. They
Well,
have bolt up.
Yeah. I assume they bolt in their hand. Now, nice. Alright, let's do this. This does still give them the loot, but I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
And I think I should exile Ledger Shredder, but it's not totally clear. Any thoughts?
I thought you were going to exile Ragavan. That's what
Well, this can block Ragavan. And this will outgrow this at some point.
Yeah.
Although it hasn't outgrown it yet. I guess it's not that close to outgrowing it. This is, I think, is generally a scarier card, but it's a little complicated. I guess our opponent just discarded Dress Down, which is a sign that two cards are good, which is a sign that looting isn't that important.
Okay.
I think I'm talking myself into exiling this Ragavan. Okay, I'm going to do it.
I like doing it.
I don't know if it's right or wrong.
Something, Ragavan is busted. Something.
We did draw another card that's very good at blocking Ragavan, but you know.
Fair.
Well, our deck is somewhat designed to be anti-Rog, in the sense that, you know, it's designed to beat Murktide and Hammer, one of which is a Ragavan deck.
Right.
One thing you like about Kira is it appears in decks with many creatures, medium creatures, smaller creatures, and no creatures. Yeah, that is... Well, actually, I have an objection. What deck would you say that appear... Is this deck a many creatures deck?
It must be. Are they bolt us?
Yeah, for the loot.
Okay.
But that's just...
Oh, was it exiled off the expressive?
It was, yeah.
Okay, I see.
Well, we definitely should cast a 3-drop spell. I guess it's probably just Endurance and the next, like, basic Forest Endurance. The next time we can go Risen Reef plus Voice in some order.
Wait, why not Risen Reef? And the next turn we can go Risen Reef plus Voice in some order.
Yeah, that's fair. Because they're just going to bolt it, but I guess it's just fine.
I mean, they've also used 2 of the bolts in their deck.
Well, they have Unholy Heat too.
Oh, sure, okay.
And I mean, this doesn't... This blocks this doesn't.
Yeah.
But we can probably
You
take
can play Endurance.
No, well... think it's complicated. There's also the breach thing.
That they might play Breach.
I don't want them to play Breach.
Well, if they play Breach, you can pitch one of your 2 good cards to cast Endurance.
That's true. I think we should just Endurance them. That's what I think. I think that's the play. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And I am just going to main phase it, I think. Because I don't really know what's in their deck, but they probably can't cast it for 1. For example, I don't know if they play the card Aether Gust. And yeah, even if they connive, we can block. They can't Unholy Heat this because they don't have Delirium anymore. It seems pretty decent.
That's right. I mean, I guess if they could block, they could do it after we block. But
yeah, but then at least we, gain the life essentially.
Yep.
And so okay, if this opponent is playing the deck I think they are, which I'm pretty sure is true now, the Grape Shot Breach deck.
Okay. Yeah.
The eventual combo is literally just DRC. Plus, like they surveil each time and bin cards, yeah. And they literally just like cast a bunch of Mishra's Baubles and Grape Shot you is basically the combo. Sometimes they also intermix Bolts, which is deal you 3 if they have excess mana.
Right. Okay.
But like it's like 90% a fair deck, or maybe that's even low. Okay. It's like mostly just like blue-red fair cards.
Okay. Yeah. Would you say Ragavan is a fair card?
Well. I would say it is a very unfair fair card. Insofar as that's a concept. It sounds like Ben White should ban Mishra's Bauble. I really don't think Mishra's Bauble is the problem in this equation.
Nice. Mishra's Bauble has entered the effects area.
It sure has.
That sounds like a fun place to be. I would like to enter the effects area.
Good to know, Greg.
What are some other things that go into the effects area?
Like damage prevention, for example. Right, so here I'm going to play, I think,
Is there a cause area?
Okay, so I think here I'm going to play Voice and leave up Leyline Binding.
Okay.
And I'm doing that because I want to play Risen Reefs with Voice out, ideally.
Sure.
And I could play
Voice...
Voice...
you don't want to tap out of Leyline Binding?
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
I'm pretty scared about Breach, which you can then Binding.
Yeah.
Also, I might just want Binding this, depending how things go. And I mean, if our opponent kills the Voice and then, like, spends their kill spell on it, then I guess mission accomplished with the Voice, right? Like,
yeah.
This is a little mana inefficient next turn, but, like, I don't know, we have 2 draw steps between now and then. We'll probably find something to do, is my analysis. That's what the revealed cards area is called after Squadron Hawk's ability resolves. Oh, man. The cause zone is where God exists. Man, there's a lot of nice things being said about the cause and effect zone. Good nonsense, chat. Good nonsense. Okay, that I have a response to. I'm going to Leyline Binding, and I'm going to Binding this. And if they free it, then at least it won't have any counters on it.
True. Nor will it be able to attack.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, they are Delirious again, so that will kill it. But I'm hoping that they're running out of kill spells now. I mean, if they're not, that's unfortunate, but... And I mean, if we draw a land, or a Risen Reef into a land, we can then play another Risen Reef for double triggers, and then, like, try to, like, get something going, you know? Well, that's very good if we draw a land, but it's probably too risky, would be my guess. I think I'm just going to play this.
Okay.
Maybe that's wrong.
Yeah, no. I feel like playing Omnath makes a lot of sense.
Well, it's just that I really, like, so, okay, if we play, my concern is that I really want, if we play Omnath and they kill it. Yeah. After we don't draw a land drop, isn't it, are we really sad we don't have the Omnath anymore?
I guess.
Whereas we play the Risen Reef plus Binding. Yeah. Then that's, like, less true, right?
Okay, that makes some sense.
Also, I guess what I should actually do is Binding this first.
Oh, yeah, to deny them the loot?
Yeah. Because I'm going to target this, not this, I'm pretty sure. So...
And then you can kill Teferi, which I assume you want to do.
Oh, probably, yeah. In fact, I guess I'll just... Well, I guess I'll cast this. I don't know. I don't know if there's a reason to do it now or not to do it now. It seems irrelevant. Okay, that's good. So let's attack the fairy. Our opponent can't do anything. We have a voice, so it's horrible for them if they do. And now I'm gonna find. Okay.
Solitude? Endurance?
Well, yeah. That you have named the two choices. So I want this to resolve first. The Harbor. Yes, I want this to unstack first. So this, yeah, resolves first. Okay. See, what's nice about endurance is we can then block this in combat, and it stops breaches.
Okay. Yep.
It seems kind of great to get endurance, honestly. I think I should find endurance.
Yeah.
Now, as to the question of what I will be pitching to this endurance, is not something I figured out yet.
If they play breach, right? Like.
Well, I'm going to endurance them because I want to knock that out of the sky and block it.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yes.
Yeah. But
and it has to attack.
Yes.
Oh.
This is actually a common modern play pattern.
Yes.
Although normal, it happens more frequently where you just cast the endurance and then you block with it.
Sure.
But like, I think I'm going to pitch Risen Reef.
That makes sense.
As that is. And yeah, I mean, I don't honestly know how we lose from here. It's pretty good for us. No.
Oh, right. Oh, math.
And then Flamekin Harbinger, it's time to do your job. Block that DRC. And yeah, I mean, now our opponent kind of has no permanence, and we kind of have a lot of permanence. Picking up Gigantha, yeah, that's fine.
That's not a show of strength.
Oh, it is a show of extreme weakness, in the words of one Greg Michael. Red, white, green, blue. Omnath. Draw 2 cards. Ooh, nice. I will name Elemental, not any of those other types that are randomly there. Draw a card. Okay, well that is a lot of lands, but it's okay. I mean, I probably should just fetch the... Oh, no, wait.
Do you just play a fetch land, pick up Kira?
Well, I can cast in the same turn, right? I should just play a Tavern, pick it up, and play it.
That makes sense.
I mean, I could deal them 4 by dealing myself 3, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Wait, so yeah, this can just name Elemental. Make 4 mana. And then I'm going to tap this for colorless, pick this up. Okay. Woo! 3-0 with elementals, chat. 3-0 with elementals.
Baby!
Yeah, look, chat, what you have to understand is that I heard Greg say that he heard me say off stream that if I 5-0 the league, I'm locking the deck in for champs.
Yeah.
So, keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that I said that. I'm just saying that I heard Greg say that I did say that.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand the differences here.
I was there, so I heard it too.
5-head leaving Rogren up. I mean, yeah, Rogren is the right one to leave up, right? Like,
yeah.
It's I wasn't making a decision. But, you know.
What percent of NRG Champs is watching the stream right now?
I mean, seemingly a significant percentage.
Like, a lot of them have commented.
Yeah. Certainly, like, Mac has made an appearance. Jesse has made an appearance.
Theo.
Will has made an appearance.
Will.
Theo. Me.
Zoe. Okay, that's 5.
I think
6 if you count yourself.
Yeah, 6 if you count me.
Nicole. Do we count Nicole? That's 7.
So it sounds like just under half the field has appeared in our stream at some point. Okay. So, you know, there it is. I mean, honestly, chat, it's possible that, like, if, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Durlumber Zach.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to play any of the games on this stream where you kind of just don't draw any of your 8 Risen Reefs and lose. But they definitely are a part of the deck's range.
No, don't tell them that.
Alright, well, this hand's a mulligan.
I would mulligan this hand.
Yeah, it has a crucial issue of not having any Risen Reefs.
Oh,
this hand has 2 Risen Reefs. Nice. Okay, so what exactly do we tuck is the question.
Basic forest?
Well, it's really awkward to put spells on top of your deck when you don't have the 3 lands you need.
Oh, I guess that's true. You could tuck Ending.
I think it's Ending.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because, so... we can then Sacred Foundry on 1 and then Fetch Shock, Breeding Pool, Layman Binding on 2.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage, but it is a nice option to have. Yeah, I think that's probably what we should do.
Okay.
And I think just gonna find Risen Reef. Again.
Yeah.
I guess I could find Voice of Resurgence actually here. Is kind of appealing. I think just more Risen Reef is better. What's nice about Voice, I can play it on 2 proactively, and then my Risen Reef is kind of safe, but the problem is, since I'm not pitching anything right now,
yeah.
Like, what if they just say, okay, that resolves you to trigger, and then kill it on their turn, right? Like,
yeah.
I think it doesn't really get us anywhere. So I think it's just supposed to be more Risen Reefs. Yeah, I'm not getting Voice, okay? We do not play Zagoth Triumph, sadly. Our only black source is in Dotha Triumph. Okay, Risen Reef is on top.
Where it belongs.
Xander's
Lounge.
Okay,
huh?
so this is probably creativity.
Ooh, okay.
It's not guaranteed to be creativity, but you mull to 5, don't vamp or something is a card advantage. What do you mean I mull to 5? Are you telling me this isn't worth a card? Are you telling me it's not about to be... Yeah, this is creativity. Okay. Hopefully they don't, like, make an Archon on 2. That would be bad for us. Like, by discarding and then casting Persist. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, what I just described.
Okay.
Oh, wow, what a surprising draw.
Uh-huh.
See, chat, the secret of this deck is that, in theory, you're a toolbox deck where a Harbinger can find many things, and in practice, you just always put Risen Reefs on top. That's the key to playing this deck well. You just look at the game state, you say, this is any game state, I'll find Risen Reef.
If you could put any elemental on the top of your library right now, would it be Endurance?
Well, maybe. I mean, like, you like, I'm pretty okay with them making an Archon and us just killing it with Leyline Binding.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, should I Leyline Binding that? I think probably not. To deny them the loots.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of off it.
That makes sense.
So I think here I can find Rogren and then just play Forest. Is the game plan. It's not really giving me any colors I don't have, but it just seems like a free roll. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play this. I mean, I'm gonna play the Risen Reef. I don't know how I win this game by not playing it.
Agreed.
Once again. And I mean, if our opponent creativities us for 2 next turn and makes 2 Archons, we're probably gonna lose. I mean, it's the fact of it, but, you know. See, one weird thing I found in this matchup that I've done before is, so the fact that you have Voice is very relevant because it's sack fodder.
Okay.
So, like, a significant portion of the game in this matchup, like, what you're trying to do is, like, you like, do some of your thing, and then they go off, and then you go over the top of them going off.
Okay.
Now, that's easier if, for example, when they creativity, you can kill some of the things they're creativity in response to deny them Archons.
Sure.
Because it's the sort of thing where, like, you can kind of beat 1 to 2 Archons, but, like, often 2 to 3 will destroy you.
Okay. They have put a second Archon in the graveyard.
Okay, this is bad for us.
Oh, yeah.
You want to take it?
I got it. Entertain okay. Chat.
I'm entertaining them right now.
You're in charge of nonsense while I'm gone.
Chat, are you not entertained? Yeah, what happened is Nee just got home and did not have a key with her because her key is with her card keys, and I dropped her off. Anyway, so that's what's going on. All right, so I mean, I think I'm just gonna do this, and my plan is to clean up this Archon and hope that's enough. It's not an amazing plan, but on the plus side, oh, Azax will go to the door? Good to know. Thanks, Azax. I appreciate that. Yeah. Good work, chat. Good work. Oh, I guess I'm also at 3. Okay, wait.
It's not very much.
Oh, I guess I'm dead. I was defeated. Alright, so in this matchup, our main card that comes in is obviously Orvar the All Form, which we're going to use to tutor Forth Lincoln and then like copy their Archons. I'm also going to board in Surgical, I think, because it's a 0 mana way to stop the Persist combo, and also like them having no Archons in their deck I think is pretty darn bad for them. I think FOB / Financial Breaker stuff is decent. I don't think you want like millions of endurances in this matchup because like they have to time the creativity instead of persisting.
So you're saying I left and you lost your first game?
That is correct. Well, is that our first game really? No, we lost one to the Bonder Prodigy deck.
You're right. Because of the Torpor Orbs.
Oh, and I think Fury's pretty bad in this matchup.
Have you considered having me next to you at the NRG Champs at all times might help you win games?
I did consider that, yeah.
I can bring candles.
Oh my god. Alright, so I think this is how I should sideboard, is Surgicals, Orvars, and these, and leave one Fury just to tutor for, despite my saying earlier I wasn't going to do that.
Chat wants to know if EE it might be better than FOB.
Oh wait, I absolutely want E. Sorry, I'm a fool. Because E fizzles their entire combo, because all their things are tokens.
Oh, sure, okay.
No, E's definitely better than FOB. I'm wondering if Ending should go. It kills Ren, but I don't know if killing Ren is actually... I guess it's pretty relevant. Okay. Yeah, I like this suggestion.
Well, since most of chat are competitors at NRG Champs, most of chat will be next to Andrew for the NRG Champs. And excellent question about today's candle sponsor. So my mom for Christmas got me this box that just says scented candles on it with basically no other information. So we've been slowly working through the box. And so today we have the Jasmine from the Scented Candle brand. Ooh, and here's the Lotus. Sorry, I put it slightly off screen, so I gotta grab it. But here's the Black Lotus that I won at MTG Summit.
Greg, do you think I'm supposed to keep this hand? So the line is, if I keep this hand on turn 1, I'll fetch Sacred Foundry, play Flanking Harbinger, put Tangled Florahedron.
Okay, yeah.
Turn 2, I'll play Florahedron, nothing. But then I'll have E up for a while, which is pretty good in the matchup. I guess it's... And then I have like Endurance to stop the other half. Like, this hand is not bad. Oh, look, it's Juju Bean.
Wait, how did I win the Black Lotus? I went to the MTG Summit tournament, which was a tournament in St. Louis, or not St. Louis, in Salt Lake City about 3 months ago. It was a competitive limited tournament. It was a Brothers War pre-release. It was kind of a GP-like tournament where first place got a Lotus, and I won the tournament. And won a Black Lotus.
Oh, God, I'm really tempted to keep. It might be terrible, though. It's just that I see the fact that like EE stopping the creativity and Endurance stopping the persist means we have answers for their whole thing, and all we really need to do was just draw a third land and then we're off to the races.
Yeah.
And if we brick on it for a while, it might be okay. Is the thing. I want to try this.
Okay, do it.
We might. Well, I also could put Orvar. No, but I need the land. Sorry, never mind.
Didn't know I was chill like that. Well, thanks, I guess.
Be aware that this is the Juju Bean.
The Juju Bean. Yeah.
Some have ranked him as #1 Zoomer.
Okay.
Now, some have ranked Nathan Stoyer as #1 Zoomer.
Okay.
But I just want you to know that some have ranked him accordingly.
Sure.
Also, you may have met him at regionals.
I watched him play against Max McVitie.
Okay. Yeah, that was quite the match.
It was.
The match that Max may have described as himself playing unbelievably poorly and then winning.
Well,
but, you know,
yeah. Not great. Not great things happened in that match.
Dude, I love the Florahedron. So the Florahedron was not in the original list, and I added it because of this situation where you have 1 to 2 lands, and you have Flanken Harbinger, and there's nothing you want to tutor for.
Yeah.
And you're always like, if only I could find a land, and like, it's come up quite a bit. And also, when I say I added it, what I mean is I talked to Tommy Ashton about the deck, and he was like, you should play Florahedron. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And then I immediately did it. But yeah, so in other words, when I say you should give me credit, you should give me no credit, and all the credit to Tommy Ashton.
But people are already giving Tommy Ashton credit for this deck and not you.
That's true.
He did so well with it. So I feel like I feel like you taking credit for one of his ideas is fair.
That's reasonable, yeah.
So
Yeah, so for those who are unaware, Tommy actually went 7-2 with this deck in the Mox showcase, and I went an impressive 4-3 with it, after which I dropped. Or maybe I went 4-4. I did not have a good record.
Well, so. And at the beginning of the stream, everyone was like, ooh, you're playing Tommy Ashton's deck. And we had to be like, no, it's Andrew's deck.
Yeah, it is legitimately a deck that, like, I literally messaged Tommy, like, unprompted, because I knew he was looking for a Modern to Play showcase, and I was like, Tommy, I know you historically have liked elementals. You should play this.
Okay.
That was literally our conversation, basically. But, yeah.
So, by the way, if you had drawn a land on... Oh, wait, no. We're on the play. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't get a draw step here. I mean, I get one next turn. It will be my first one.
Yeah.
I do think this we're playing against the Jund creativity build. I do think that this is currently the build of creativity that's impressed me the most.
Okay.
But I've kind of not been that impressed by any of the builds, so, you know, it just kind of is what it is.
Well, that's awkward.
It's sort of a mixed blessing, as it were. I mean, I don't... See, the thing is, I don't even really want to cast this Endurance.
Right, because you want to save it for Risen Reef.
Like, I sort of want to shock and pick up Kira.
That's reasonable.
Alright. It's been given the seal of is reasonable by Greg. Like, I could start the medium beats, I don't think that's going to matter very much. And next turn I can play... Well, it's not even that to be clear, I'm not actually saving it for Risen Reef necessarily. I'm mostly saving it to pitch in response to Persist.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well, that is more than fine. Look at this. Look at this full card we played that also put a land on top.
Wow, yeah, that's nice.
I mean, it's kind of like when you play it and your opponent sheepishly plays Ragavan and doesn't attack.
Yeah.
That's also a nice scenario. I honestly think Flamekin Harbinger is really pretty well positioned in Modern right now, given that, like, I don't know, there's so many Ragavans running around. Like, I get they can bolt it or whatever, but, like, again, you just can't be sad when your Flamekin Harbinger gets bolted, you know? It's just, like, that's not reasonable. Anyway, I guess we're gonna get to play Risen Reef now.
Yeah?
Although, it's possible we should play Omnath. Because I guess one issue with playing Risen Reef is we play Risen Reef and they just kill it. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
But if we play Omnath, it's much harder to kill.
Yeah. Because
their deck has like bolts and Rens and stuff.
Yeah.
And then next turn we can maybe make a bunch of mana, play Risen Reef, and play something. I think that's better.
That seems good.
So let's get Hollowed Fountain. And then blue, white, red, green.
Every time you've made red and green, you've said red while making green and green while making red. I don't know if this is like a bit that you're doing intentionally, but you have done it a lot.
Oh, it sure isn't a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by a lot, I mean this is the second time I've noticed it, but...
By some experts have described it as a lot. Yeah, I didn't honestly know this deck played the card Mana Leak. I've seen Mana Leak in some of the teamer builds. I've never seen a Jund build play it, ever. I guess everyone's not Jund because they're playing blue.
They're Grixis?
Yeah, now they're playing some sort of many-colored creativity. I don't know. Usually the many-colored builds don't have many persists in them, though.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I'm confused. Also, this is not going to go well for opponent if they go for it here. I don't think they want to float mana in response, probably. Okay.
We're just going to Solitude them? Is
yeah.
The plan? Yeah, seems good.
I mean, they get nothing. They don't get the Archon. Nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Pitching Kira.
Bye, Kira.
I mean, in our next turn, it's probably time to just play EE and sit around. I mean, I really like a 5th land. Could also play Risen Reef and hope to hit, but I just think it's not unlikely they have another thing that does a thing. Like, it would suck to lose to, like, fetch creativity or something like that. Well, that is arguably a land.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that really makes me want to play the land and pass. Or, like, play land, play EE for 0 pass.
Yeah, that makes sense, because then next turn you can definitely do the thing.
Yeah. And playing EE for 0 obviously just prevents them from doing much of anything. Well, they could persist, but they don't have anything in the yard.
Sure.
And also weave the endurance. So, All right, chat. Are we going to win this match for the 4-0, or are we going to sadly lose in the doldrums of the 3-1 bracket? It's kind of unclear, you know? We'll see. You know, we'll see if good can triumph over evil. If just an honest man playing some honest creatures can defeat, you know, someone trying to cheat.
I gotta say that I of all the modern decks we've ever played on stream, this is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna scam Greg into playing a tournament with elementals at some point.
Yeah, if I had to play a modern RCQ next weekend, this is what I would want to play.
Nice. Okay, what if... Oh, they're destroying it and looting too? Well, that's annoying, but I guess happens.
Yeah.
See, one interesting thing is, if they binned an Archon here, straight up like binned one, like this, should we now cast Endurance to start the beats? I get that it could deny us a card. Well, maybe they're going to persist it right now, and the choice will be taken away from us.
Yeah.
But I think it's not unreasonable for us to slam the Endurance here even if they don't go for persist.
Yeah.
See, the other thing I like about it is that if they mana leak it or something like that, then it like clears the way for our reef. It's bad if we draw an untapped land though, because we lose a card draw probably. Yep. Huh? What do you think? I guess I'm leaning towards untapping, but I'm not sure.
I also like untapping.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
So we play this. We name Elemental. I guess, given they have Mana Leak, I should cast it with Cavern second.
Right, because we can pay 3.
Right. So I'll just do this. I'm not leaving blue up, but I can't other than the Cavern. Yeah, okay. All right. That goes into play.
Nice.
And I mean, we're going to pass. Now, at this point, if they creativity, we're not dead, but it's not good for us.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we can win because, okay, so we'll play the Endurance, draw a card. That card will be discarded, but we sack the Endurance and we keep Risen Reef.
Right.
So, I don't know. I don't like them tapping 4. That's... Yeah. It's not the number of mana I prefer them to be tapping. Oh, crap. Chat's right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to cast this for sure. It's definitely right to do so. I did punt by putting the Wood of Foes into play, yeah. Okay, so shuffle away their yard. Okay. If that wasn't an Orvar, it would have been an insane swing.
That would have been sweet.
But even still, okay, look. So this is very bad. Wait, what? What?
Is it...
What just happened? What did they destroy? Chat? They cast it for 0? What?
No, it says X is 1 in the thing.
It literally says X is 1 right here in the game log.
They cast it for 1.
They cast it for 1 targeting what? What? Alright, chat. Well, I don't know what just happened, but I think it means we're going to win this game. It's not exactly the most honorable of victories, but, you know, we'll take what we can get.
Opponent writes, I'm confused in the chat. Should we write me too?
Yes. I am definitely also confused, so... I have no explanation for what happened. Like, it would make sense if they accidentally targeted one of my things, but, like, that clearly didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, I just don't know. Or, I guess there's no reason to make this encounterable. I should just not. Whatever that's worth. It is...
You can forget to target, says Cliff.
But it says destroy X. How can you forget
destroy X targets?
Like, the card has... Like, if you cast a spell that has X targets, I don't understand how you can target less than X things, is my situation.
Yeah.
I mean, this one I'm going to put into play.
Yeah.
And I am going to start the beats with this Endurance. Because we do have some time pressure, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure you just, like, half the target, so I don't really understand. This lane I might hold back for Omnath.
That makes sense.
It's not a pest infestation situation. Yes,
that
it's
says
not.
up to, yeah.
This says destroy X, exactly X. Not up to X, not like, you know, you literally cannot cast it without... I just don't understand what happened. But anyway, it's definitely going to cost our opponent the game, which I do feel for them. I guess definitely strong, but it seems like it probably is.
Yeah.
Because, like, the problem is now I have this binding, which means that even if they find another creativity, like, I can kill at least one Archon.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they can find another creativity and cast it for 2 before I go to announce with Risen Reefs, but there's not a long window where that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Bitter Reunion, sure.
Maybe he accidentally boarded in Phage and hacked Moto to make the creativity do nothing.
Yeah, the classic...
I feel like there's some sort of smooth Cadillac comment that needs to be made here, but I don't know what it is.
You couldn't find the smooth Cadillac? Like, sometimes you're in a smooth Cadillac, but the doors won't unlock or
yeah,
something?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure where you want me to go with this.
I don't know where I want me to go with it either, but I just need to, You
just need to say the word smooth Cadillac and then we all laugh.
Yes.
It was basically the extent of the plan.
Yeah. For those who don't know, a friend of ours described Moto as a smooth Cadillac.
Okay, so here's an insane story for you. So a recent drama in the Boomer Zoomer Discord is so friend of the stream and current potential stream viewer Juju Bean.
Okay, yes.
Played noted Hall of Famer Wafo Tapa in a tournament.
Okay.
And what happened is Wafo Tapa timed out while attacking for lethal.
Okay.
And lethal was dealt and Wafo Tapa timed out. Do you know how this resolves?
No.
All players receive a match loss.
What? That's awful.
They all get one.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. So, yeah.
Wait, why are you cracking this fetch?
Oh, I think I might want another white mana at some point. I don't know. I could not crack it. So yeah, so like that's the resolution, and then this was in the showcase where top 8s queue for the big tournament that matters, and this was one round, like they were both live for top 8. Yeah. They both received a loss. They both won their next round. And they both like top 16 or whatever.
Jeez, that's awful.
And the question is like kind of like what should 11th and 12th. The question is like what should Wizards like do about this? And the ruling from the Wizards people was as follows. Yeah. If this happened in the last round, both players would have been awarded a showcase invite. What? But because it's N-1 rounds, they would have both received different, probably harder pairings. Wow. And therefore they get nothing.
That's awful. Also, our opponent has disconnected.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about that.
Which is pretty brutal because we're streaming.
Yeah, I would prefer they didn't disconnect.
Does this mean we have to kill 13 minutes of time?
We're gonna wait a minute and see if they come back.
Okay.
And if worst comes to worst, we'll concede the match.
Would you describe this as no? I want the 5-0. I don't care how we get it. I want the 5-0. I don't want it to. I want to remove the stigma that the only time we 5-0'd a modern thing was when Jesse was here.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Well, then we may have to wait. I don't know.
Would you describe this as a rainy day? Could it be time to crack some packs?
Oh my God.
I have some packs in the closet behind us.
Well, wait. Do we have any more nonsense to discuss first?
Any more nonsense? We could just... there's a bunch of nonsense objects. There's a crown. There's a Charmeleon. There's a box full of candles. Look at all the nonsensical objects that we hold next to our stream.
Our opponent just reconnected, by the way. But
okay.
They haven't made a move yet. You keep going.
Yeah. So, for a while, I was streaming with the Good Luck High Five podcast with Megan and Maria. And part of the deal was that on the stream, I could crack their packs. And if I opened an Expedition or a Masterpiece, I got to keep it. And so about once a stream, I would do a pack cracking. I was told it was not very good viewing, but, it was fun for me. And once I did get a Masterpiece Chrome Mox, which I still own.
Yeah, the moral of the story is that, many people stream to entertain their viewers, but secretly Greg streams to entertain Greg. So keep that in mind.
Don't tell them the secret.
Ooh, alright. Well, I'm probably just going to jam that. It's a little loose because they kill the creature in response or whatever, we get destroyed.
Yeah.
But the creature's endurance, so like,
yeah,
it's not that bad, and also it's not that easy to kill.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna jam.
Yep.
All right. I guess I should probably choose a no one, huh? That can be in play, I guess.
Sure.
All right. All right, and our opponent's now at 4, and we have 3 bindings. I mean, yeah, that definitely is gonna cost in the game.
Yeah.
Chat, perhaps there will be crack packing this stream, but not the second.
Okay.
Okay, so we still have to win a game 3. We're not out of the woods yet.
I know.
Although we still haven't Orvarred them at all. This card is still really messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to do that.
Yeah, the bad news about pack cracking is I don't have any packs that could have masterpieces in them.
That is some bad news. Okay, there's a lot of love for crack packing in the chat.
Here's some packs I have. I have a few Brothers War packs, a few, I think, Dominaria packs, some Unfinity packs. I have some Conspiracy 2 packs, and and some War of the Spark packs.
Wait, should we discuss our bet? Because it's a great bet.
Sure, we can discuss our bet.
So, okay.
One of each. Well, I really don't want to crack the Conspiracy 2 ones, because I would really like to draft those. Have I considered buying set boosters specifically designed for a more enjoyable pack cracking experience? I have never considered purchasing a set booster, no.
No, yeah, that has never been considered.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the story, chat. So Greg and I made this bet. We're here with the stakes, alright? So here's the fact you know. Greg loves cracking packs and does it semi-frequently.
Uh-huh.
I never crack my packs. To the point that I have, like, hundreds of random sealed packs. Like, not even, like, boxes, just, like, individual loose packs that I've won over the years.
They're all over upstairs. There are packs everywhere.
I have a lot.
It's a mind. I walk through the house and my temptation to crack packs is just burning.
Yeah. So here are the stakes of the bet that Greg and I made. If I win the bet, then what happens is Greg, the next time he wins, like a small number.
No, it's the next time you win.
No, if I win.
Oh, yeah.
If I win the bet, the next time Greg wins a small number of packs at a Magic tournament, he is not allowed to crack them for like several months. He has to save them for a rainy day.
Yeah.
He has to. He doesn't have a choice. However, if Greg wins, the next time I win packs, I have to crack them immediately. Those are the stakes of the bet. And also, chat, here's another important fact about this bet. So here is the bet that was made. So there's a local limited RCQ that our friend of the stream, MSJ, noted over 2,000 limited rating on Moto player is participating in. And the bet was who will win the RCQ, MSJ versus every other human attending the RCQ. We thought that bet was about even. So those were the stakes.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll let you know how it turns out.
Yeah. Our opponent disconnected again. I'm gonna go get a pack. I was allowed to bet on MSJ.
I graciously allowed Greg to be the hero.
I guess we're now on the same team, but it used to be that MSJ was on my team, you know? Or reinstalling Moto between games.
See, Asax plays Moto on a Mac.
Okay.
Which means he's an expert at speed reinstalling Moto.
Yeah, I've tried to play Moto on Macs before. It never works well.
Well, you say that, but Asax has done it exclusively for years.
Yeah.
And plays kind of an unreasonable amount, too.
Is it a Mac laptop or a Mac desktop?
I don't know.
Because I can imagine on, like, a desktop, a kind of powerful desktop, it being okay, but, like, Mac laptop, okay? Can I interest you in the smooth Cadillac that is Magic Arena?
I think you can't.
That's an insane stat. Decent chance that you've installed Moto more times than anyone else in human history.
I would like to see the all-time reinstall leaderboard for Moto. That sounds like something that's very much worth my time to view. Oh, this hand's very good.
Are we gonna go get Orvar on turn
we
1?
sure are.
Nice.
It's like trying to drive a smooth Cadillac with Toyota wheels. Yeah, that is somewhat what it's like. This is probably going to be some sort of tri-land on 2, would be my expectation. Unless we somehow Foundation Break or something, but that seems very unlikely.
Yeah.
This is mainly because I like having a tutorable answer for the Kiki-Jiki enchantment.
Yeah.
It's not as importantly, but also relevantly. Sometimes you want to blow up like their treasures or whatnot,
okay.
because you're like anticipating a creativity.
Yep.
That's not a great effect, but having one to tutor for, I think, is still pretty worthwhile. Sometimes that just like locks out all their outs, you know. Anyway, here's Orvar. And the best part is, since we haven't shown them it yet, it's not clear they boarded in Veil. So yes, I am very aware I can tutor Orvar. Don't worry. That card was placed in our deck with the intent of tutoring for it.
So it's when a spell or ability an opponent causes you to discard a card, create a token that's a copy of that of target permanent. So you make an Archon.
Then they sack their Archon. Yes. It's very good. Also, okay, here's another weird fact about Orvar. So the first half of the card means that, like, if somehow you play, like, a grindy game and you have, like, an Orvar sitting around your hand, you can start ephemeraing to copy your creatures.
Oh my god, that's insane.
It's very weird because you usually just don't want to play your Orvar in a matching board to start with. But if somehow this ever happens, it's very funny.
Oh, man.
Like, I actually played a game recently. Oh, they discarded Leak. That is, unfortunately, a sign of strength. I guess Leak's not very good against our deck, but it's still a sign of strength.
Yeah.
And the problem is I don't really have an answer to turn 4 creativity just yet. Oh, wait, I have Orvar. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. I forgot that I had 2 to 4 moments ago. I'm going to play Tap Frog and try once I go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is there any consideration to leaving up Foundation Breaker?
Well, Foundation Breaker doesn't have Flash.
Oh, sure doesn't.
Only Solitude and Subtlety and Endurance have Flash.
Okay.
Not Fury Grief or Foundation Breaker.
Okay.
Famous 6th member of the cycle. So, yeah.
What about the one that makes 1/1 birds?
Oh my god. Yeah, that one is not a Flash either.
I forget the name of it, but I did have it in the one Modern Horizons two drafts I did. With some people who might still be in the chat. Soul of Migration, thank you.
That card I think is quite well designed. Good work to the team that made that card for Limited. It's very nice.
Oh yeah. It fits nicely with there was like I was a Reanimator deck, and it was so awesome to be able to evoke it and then the next turn reanimate it, and you just get so many birds. And birds is a fun creature type to have a lot of, you know?
I agree with that. Okay, so now here's the big question. Are we going to destroy the Fable, or are we going to play Risen Reef? Because the thing is, they're probably going to be able to Fable into a way to kill Risen Reef, right? Right? I think I should just blow up the Fable.
Okay.
And I really need to do that at some point, because otherwise there's a chance I could, like, make an Archon then copy it or shit like that. Okay. So, like, I think given that I will have to do it, it might as well be now. Always bolt the Fable. Yeah, see? Bob and Cheese gets it. Also, hi, Bob and Cheese. Noted Enchantees aficionado.
And hey, Zarin7, what's up? We are currently 3-0 with Elementals in Modern.
With Greg's new favorite Modern deck.
It is my new favorite Modern deck.
Greg has stated he's going to play this deck guaranteed in the tournament, is my understanding. I'm pretty sure those were the exact words he said, yeah.
Yeah. I would still much rather, like, drive an hour to play Pioneer than play Modern.
Or what if it was 2 hours to play Standard?
But I would need a buddy to drive. I would not go by myself.
Okay.
Notably, about a month ago, there were a 2-slot and a 1-slot Modern tournament within 10 minutes of my house, and instead I drove an hour and a half to play Pioneer in an RCQ. But I did win. And hey, Freak You Nasty, welcome, and thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to everyone who's coming over from Freak's stream. We are SystemMagic. My name's Greg, this is Andrew, and we are currently streaming Elementals in Modern. And things are going great. We're currently 3-0, and we're playing up in Game 3 against Creativity. And so we'll see how it goes.
Well, see, okay, I think we're currently losing, but it's not over.
Okay.
Like, basically, okay, here's the problem. So the problem is our opponent's building up, like, enough stuff. They're going to be able to creativity for, like, 3 or something.
Okay, yeah.
And that's going to beat us even through our Orvar. Also, they might be able to, like, creativity for, like, 2 in Bitter Reunion and haste the Archons.
Ooh, okay, yeah,
and
that's
then, like,
scary, yeah.
Yeah, like, basically, we're definitely losing. We haven't lost or anything. But we need them to brick for a while.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks. Have a good night. And wait, can I do this thing if I shout them out?
I don't know. I don't know that thing or how it works. Honestly, despite being a frequent Twitch viewer and frequent Twitch streamer, I would say I barely understand Twitch.
Yeah, but anyway,
So-
I'll give, as I figure out how to do that, I will give a verbal shout out to Freak You Nasty's stream. Wow, that's a great draw, right?
That is an excellent draw, yes.
Okay.
I mean, they honestly are still reaching the point they might be able to go over 2, but they don't know about the second one.
Yeah.
So this might work. Now we're like live. Okay, we have a lot of Omnaths. So we can do that later. Also, it's very important that if they make multiple Archons... Yeah, see, that is what I expected.
Wow, Flamekin Harbinger is a $2. I guess that's because of Commander, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's
Lorwyn's
just-
not a very heavily printed set.
Well, and it's just a tutor.
But I bet this deck's significant. Like,
Yeah.
I bet modern 4x Flamekin Harbinger decks have significantly contributed.
Yeah.
In general, the way I feel about like modern pattern card prices is that cards that are played as a 4 of are often impacted by modern, especially if they're underprinted sets.
Sure.
Like cards people play like 1 of are often not very impacted by modern.
Okay.
Yeah, see, if this is like a creativity for like 3 Archons plus giving them haste or something, that I think is going to beat us. Alright.
Wait, when MH2 came out, Harbinger was $10.
Okay, wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. So they're going to haste all these Archons, right? So here's a crazy idea. We could not discard our Orvars. And then when they attack, we discard our Orvars.
Why is that better?
They won't be sacrificed.
Oh.
But wait, the question is, will we die if we do this? Wait, I guess this is not a good idea, because we'll just die.
Also, won't they be sacrificed? Because there'll be 3 triggers, right? And we'll only have 2 cards left in hand.
Yeah, wait, this is silly.
That's
Never mind.
silly,
This is nonsense. Okay, sorry for considering insane line. So I should discard Omnath, Orvar.
Yes.
Do this. Common Andrew L. Jesus. It's brutal out here. I will choose Archon. And so like this Archon will be sacked, but
The other one won't be, right?
well, yes, but then when they haste it will be.
Oh, that's true.
See, like, okay. Well, I definitely don't still die because they're going to lose another Archon. So wait. So now I sack this.
Yep.
So wait, yeah, I have to do this. This is the only line that lives.
Yep.
So I do this. Okay. So yeah, we end up at 13. Yeah, we aren't dead. I mean, it's not, we're losing, but we're not dead. Yeah, I mean, basically, we just need top deck Solitude. It's not asking that much. I mean...
Yeah.
Top deck Solitude punt. The punt being that I did not draw Solitude. Yeah, that definitely was a punt on my part. I should have reconsidered.
Ooh, yeah. Had you drawn it as one of the cards, then we would definitely be winning.
Well, see, it's actually ideal to draw it off the Omnath, though. Because we'll then cast it off the Omnath mana.
Oh, sure. I meant if you had drawn it before they got to attack.
Oh, sure.
Because then you could have pitched the Omnath, and then we would have still had Archon in play.
Yeah.
Which I assume is better.
Oh, it's definitely better, but it was ideal to keep your horse in play. Not totally sure I understand what that means. Oh, you're saying, the Archon is the horse. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Yes. I think it's debatable whether Archon is a horse. But your intent is clear to me.
A horse in play is worth 2 in the barn.
That is good advice from chat, yeah.
Well said.
Blue, see, look.
That time you made red and said blue. White.
But Greg, I tapped Cavern last that time.
That's
just for you.
Thank you.
Solitude. Come on.
Oh, boo.
Okay, so the thing is, we're not actually dead though.
Yeah.
Because this is 9, and we gain 4 and we take 1, so we're...
Yeah.
So we essentially are 10. So the game is technically ongoing. It's not actually really ongoing, but it is technically ongoing. So, Bob and she said, you consider that you can be wrong and clearly communicate? Those things are not, in fact, incompatible?
Yeah.
Like, there's not... It's okay. Chat, here's another life lesson for you. It's okay to be wrong. Okay, I've had enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, that match. I really... Yeah. They were... The bitter reunion was really decisive, it turns out.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mac, the problem is I think that literally kills us.
Yeah, I haven't done the math on it.
Or wait, or maybe we can block with it, though. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't literally kill us? I thought about that.
Wait, we also... Wait, to the last attack... Oh, because then I guess there'd only be 2 attack triggers.
Yes, instead of 1.
Yeah.
So we take 3 more damage when we take 6 less damage when we block? Is that the
And
deal?
they're not left with an Archon.
Oh, wait.
But we lose the Omnath in our hand. I mean, because they had Persist, I don't think any of this matters.
But, like, they're gonna have something. They drew a bajillion cards.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically, if you don't somehow keep an Archon,
yeah.
we're gonna like, it's gonna be bad for us.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think there's definitely no way to keep an Archon.
Well, we just had to draw the Solitude.
Yeah.
Like, if we simply draw the Solitude, I think it's a lot better for us.
Yeah.
Because then, like, we draw an extra card. If we find any creature, we can play it. Now, if they make an Archon, we sack that creature, and they're just, like, in a bad spot.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think we have the option not to block Cyclos, because I'm pretty sure we die.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's literally lethal. Like, we ended the game at 3 as it were, so if we take 1 extra trigger, that's exactly lethal, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty unlucky that Mogo didn't bug again, honestly.
Ooh, that's true.
If only we weren't just, like, so unlucky, you know?
Well, that was huge for our opponent. They got, like... I wonder if they can still file for reimbursement.
Oh, they probably can.
And even though they won?
I mean, to be fair, we can file for reimbursement, too.
Really?
Okay, you clearly have never filed for reimbursement. You don't understand.
When in my life do you think I would have filed for reimbursement?
Okay, let me explain the system.
Actually, I think I have, because, like, when I was in, like, middle school, I did a bunch of drafts on Moto. I'm not kidding.
All right, let me explain how Moto reimbursement works as far as I can tell.
Okay.
If you file, they reimburse you.
I see.
As long as you don't do it so frequently that you're clearly abusing it.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, their only check is don't do it too much. And I believe this is
Oh yeah, that one makes sense.
I think this one makes sense,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, this is a very rational response to the situation of, well, our program doesn't work at all. So we kind of just reimburse whoever, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I think there was a period of time where they, like, cracked down on reimbursements, and they, like, stopped reimbursing you unless they thought it was, like, real legit.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, this is awful, like, what are you doing? And they stopped doing it. But anyway, Dredge? Are we against Dredge?
Seems like it. Good thing we have that 1 of Endurance in our hand, huh?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna play Breeding Pool Go. I don't know. Like, I don't see, like, okay, so it's tricky to get max value out of this in this situation.
Okay.
So, like, what we want to do is, like, basically, we want to stop them, but we don't have to stop them if they have things about to come into play.
Yeah.
And we kind of want to let them dredge, like, as much as they can beforehand, if possible.
Okay.
So, like, none of this did anything. So, like, I'm hoping they cast, like, Thunder or Thrilling Discovery, like, dredge a bunch.
Yeah.
And then we endurance them. Okay, but that didn't happen.
What is that ghoul?
It comes back when you gain life and they have creeping chills.
I see. That makes sense.
So, I think I'm going to hold up endurance.
Oh, hard cast.
Yeah. I mean, I could play Risen Reef, and then they could just Dark Blast. So it doesn't really seem to accomplish anything.
Oh, right. They have Dark Blast in hand.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I think I'm just going to play a Land of Pass.
Yep.
Oh, Azax, I think Creeping Chill is heinously designed. So, yeah. It's definitely dead, but some people play it.
Sure.
So one of the funnier experiences Chad actually had against Dredge, by the way, is back when I was playing 4-color with Yorian, you know? I played a match against Dredge, and I at some point played this game where my opponent like wasn't dredging like that quickly, like they were kind of unlucky in their dredges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up winning the game without interacting with their graveyard at all. I just like played Magic, and at some point like I played on Method stuck, and I like gained life and solituded, right? And then like the next turn I like Yorianed a bajillion things.
Jeez.
And I just beat them. And at that point I was like, if this is possible, your deck is so unplayable. That was my analysis. But anyway, they have Stinkweed up now. Like, I guess I'll shuffle away their graveyard. I don't know.
Because you could just not and play Omnath, right? I
yeah.
guess.
But I think I probably should. Right?
I mean, I guess I don't see the rush, but...
Well, I just don't want to pitch a card.
Oh, sure. Okay, and you want to play Omnath.
But I mean, if I do shuffle away there, they can then Dark Blast restart on, like, Dark Blast upkeep, dredge it. But that's only 3 cards. That's, like, pretty bad. You don't think I should? Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't.
I mean, the Risen Reef also is not going to be that good. They're going to have Dark Blast forever, right?
Oh, I know. I was
So we can pitch it to Endurance. That's what I mean.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so you just want to untap and slam Omnath. Alright, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little interesting. So now, I'm much more interested in Risen Reefing. Because we can Risen Reef plus Flamekin.
Oh. Wait, that seems sweet.
It seems pretty good. And I think I'm just going to find... Follow the rule. Risen Reef.
Sure.
It's also a thing to pitch to Endurance, for what that's worth.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And I'm going to find Force, because of Creeping Chill, you have to be really careful with your life total here.
Yep.
And let's see. This trigger stacking is a bit complicated. Wow. Well, that's very good, but not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I should just draw Risen Reef, right? Because I need a green card in my hand to pitch. I guess I can maybe now pitch Omnath. Because the thing is, I'd rather resolve the Reef trigger first to potentially hit a land, I think. Is that better? Am I supposed to, like, resolve this and then tutor for Risen Reef? I think it might be better. What are your thoughts?
I want to draw the card. All right, so I want to maybe get a land.
Okay. I'm with you.
Flamekin for Flamekin to decide later.
Oh, we drew Risen Reef. All right.
Something Scrybug. Ooh, Cavern of Souls are $50 each, huh? I actually think I randomly own a couple, which is nice.
I mean, I think I own a bunch, actually.
Okay. If I ever want to play this deck.
See, now that we have Ephemerate, I think we want Solitude. Right?
Sure.
Like, I think this one will die. We'll still have a Risen Reef. I think that's one is good enough.
Okay.
I think we just get Solitude. It could be second Risen Reef, but I think that's excessive.
Yeah. Could it be Land Guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll find lands with Risen Reef triggers.
Yeah, okay.
It's not going to be an issue. Okay. The classic Solitude not to the top from us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think this game is... Yeah, I don't think we're going to lose. And see, what's disturbing about this game is... Okay, this is the time. We don't want to get nugged for 6.
Oh, so they don't happen.
Nope.
Nice, okay.
So we're just pitching Omnath right now. They probably will Dark Blast our Risen Reef. Oh no, wait, it's actually awkward for them. Because they Dark Blast this in response, the Dark Blast gets shuffled away.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh. Interesting.
I guess it's awkward that now we can't ephemerate this Endurance leader. I don't know if that matters, but...
It matters a little. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah.
Like, I think we'll be fine. Like, I understand this is our only Endurance, but we're just going to beat them by going over the top of, like, everything they've ever known. Now, again, notably, it's much worse than X-Line because at some point they will mill back over these cards.
Yeah.
But, that's okay. They're kind of stopped if they don't have another Dark Blast or something.
Yeah.
And, like, we know their hand doesn't have, like, a Cathartic Reunion or whatever, because, like, they would have cast it by now. Yep, Golgori Thug is being hard cast now.
Okay.
So...
you have to exile the Creeping Chill to do the thing. Okay, I see.
Yeah, we let that cook. It cooked. It is cooked. That was a cooked endurance you just saw.
Yeah.
Alright, so here, what I think we should probably do is play Risen Reef and main phase Ephemerate for Demonic Tutor.
Sure.
I mean, we could wait to do the Solitude trick, right? But if we just Demonic Tutor, it seems pretty good.
Wait, what if we just exile their 2 Dredgers and draw 2 cards?
Oh, that's reasonable. Actually, that's quite reasonable.
And we don't need Prismatic Ending.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's better. Mostly, I think it's better because I want to draw the cards now, and we still have the Ephemerate coming back for another kill spell, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we will draw another card when this rebounds, assuming our Prison Reef is still alive.
Yeah.
Okay. They have enough. All right, so Surgicals are good.
That makes sense.
Endurances are good.
Oops, we have a bunch of hate. Hey, Magic Noodles, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah, see, this is sort of what I mean. We didn't build our sideboard with Dredge in mind. But it seems that without trying at all,
yeah,
our sideboard is hideously good against them. So there's that. Okay, so the question here is what split of Voices and Fury should we cut? What I like about Voice is it protects our Reefs from their instant removal in some ways.
Okay, yeah.
Fury obviously cleans up their guys, which is pretty good. It doesn't clean them up permanently, though, because they can come back, but then we can maybe Endurance them. Like, there's some play there.
Sure.
I think probably some sort of split is right.
I do always love a nice coward split.
Well, it's just like, you want a few Voices to have some early game, but like...
Yeah.
I've now cut 1 Fury and 2 Voices. Mathematically perfect.
Yeah, seems perfect to me.
Okay, I'm glad you're on board.
The official opinion of the SystemMagic stream is that the Modern ban list, that nothing should be unbanned from Modern.
Yeah, that is pretty much the official opinion.
And when I say that, I mean it's Andrew's opinion, and I know nothing about Modern, so Andrew's opinion is my opinion.
If you'd like a slightly altered opinion, if I could, given the power to both unban and ban things,
okay,
I am a fan of the Saga for Mox Opal swap.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think I should maybe keep and tutor for Florahedron, and then, like, I have Fury Ephemerate to Wrath them at some point, and I have Surgical.
You can't cast the Ephemerate, notably.
Yeah, I'm on the draw, though. Did you consider that I was on the draw?
I would mulligan, but I trust your opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna keep. I think this hand's legitimately keep. Yeah, so chat, there's Surgicals on the board because against the Breach combo decks, like Grinding Breach, I mean,
yeah,
basically you want a card that just says, like, you cannot combo.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't care. This is bad for us, by the way. What's happening now?
What are they going to take?
Surgical.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is still very strong. We might still be okay.
Sure.
But tell me what deck becomes tier 0 busted broken if we unban looting. I think we have a chat about what your criterion for unbanning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't unban cards that will at some point need to be banned. Like, there's no shot that long-term looting can stay legal in Modern. I'm not sure I know the deck that will be broken by looting, but if your claim is there is no, like, I am non-constructively claiming there is such a deck, to use the math term. Okay, you could unban Bridge from Below. My counter argument for unbanning Bridge from Below is I think it's debatable whether Bridge from Below is a Magic card.
You think it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Like, you shouldn't make cards that don't function in play and only function in the graveyard, and like it has all this bizarre text, and like it has a casting cost, but no one's ever casted in History Magic, and like, I don't know. I think Bridge from Below is a heinous design, and so I don't really, like, no one has ever shed a single tear being like, man, I'm so sad Bridge from Below is banned. That has never happened. So
I'm sad to learn there is no Yu-Gi-Oh card called Bridge from Below.
Basically, I think Bridge Below should stay banned because, like, it's heinous, and everyone should think it's heinous.
Yeah.
Okay, them having Thoughtseize into Cathartic Union is not great news for our hand, but you know. You've casted a Bridge from Below before. Okay, I respond, why? Why did you do this? Like, was it right? Or did, like we're in some bizarre scenario? I'm not, like, I believe you. I just don't understand. Are you in a nature screaming hand? Oh my god. This is a deranged situation, but fair enough. Fair enough. Well played. So now what's going to happen is Silver Smoke Ghoul is going to come in on the end step because of the Creeping Chill.
Yeah, okay.
And then on our end step, this is going to come in because of the Silver Smoke Ghoul.
Okay,
coming
yeah.
in. So that is notably 4 toughness, which we do have the ability to remove, but I really prefer to ephemerate.
Yeah.
Also, we you know, it's not all in play on their end step, so we don't have the option this turn regardless.
That's true.
Yeah, look, Chad, it's anyone's game now.
I mean, wait, do we want to go find Endurance?
I really want to draw a land.
I know.
I'm worried that's like playing to lose.
Okay.
I think we need to draw a land. I'm committing to it. Dark Ritual Arrow cast Bridge is sick as hell. I don't know. I'm worried that that's cool because it's so goddamn weird and not cool because it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is sort of like when people are like, oh man, it's really cool that for some weird layers-related reason I will not attempt to explain, if Dress Down and Dryad of Leasing Grove are in play at once, the lands keep the land types. Are you aware of that, Greg?
I definitely did not know that.
Well, it's insane that this is true. Like, there's no reason that any human could comprehend why this is the case. But it is. It's true. If you Dress Down, the lands keep the land types. Dryad's other types is removed. You can't play additional lands.
Sure.
But the lands still are all land types. So, like...
Because layers?
Yeah, I mean, because layers is the short answer.
Yeah.
But I just think this is a good example of things being weird because they're weird. I think I'm gonna take, not block.
Okay.
And so, my general opinion of this is, oh yeah, Oko Magus to the Moon, that's another nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't Oko Magus to the Moon, chat. Don't...
Things stay mountains?
Oh yeah, they sure do.
I bet they do.
It's just how you... It's just very logical, you see. Yeah, I mean, okay, if you want me to, for the record, I actually think I can explain the layers related reason, but it is insane.
Yeah, that's not... I guess we can have some nonsense.
Okay, we can have some nonsense. So here's the reason why.
Are you gonna number some layers? I would like some enumeration of layers.
I don't
You see,
know.
this happens in layer 6, but this happens in layer 8.
So,
and 8 is more than 6.
The basic reason why is because type granting abilities or type changing abilities, which both of these things are, happen before text changing abilities. And the removal abilities is a text change.
Okay.
So it happens after the lands have already been granted the land types, or in Bloodmoon's case, the land types have been removed.
Yeah.
And Oko's ability is also a text changing ability.
So wait, I have a question. If we turn Magus of the Moon into an elk and then kill the elk.
Yeah, then the lands will go back. You like that one?
No! I don't like that one.
It's very just intuitive magic, you know?
Uh-huh.
Went 3-2 with his elementals, 2 Maelstrom Tron lol. Yeah, look. Okay, I have extensively tested the elementals versus Tron matchup in the showcase challenge this like last week. It is very bad. In fact, I talked to Tommy, who had 7-2 with his deck. He lost to Tron as well. That was one of his losses.
Wow.
Alright, we're pretty dead now.
Yeah.
Like, I can kill all the X ones. I'm gonna concede.
Yeah.
I'm good. Alright.
Speaking of losing. we were definitely losing.
We need that stupid 4-4 that kills Tron lands, but you can't tutor for that 4-4. We have Fulminator range, which is an elemental, and thus you can tutor for it. Well, this hand's really bad.
I would like to mulligan.
This hand's fine.
Yeah. I would like
We'll find endurance, I assume.
Yeah. And tuck Leyline Binding?
Doesn't look like it does much in our hand, right?
Yeah.
It honestly isn't very good in this matchup. I mean, it exiles, so like I think it stays in.
Sure.
It's pretty whatever.
So our opponent has mulligan to 5.
Yes. They mulling 4. Now, dredge mulling doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
What is the 4/4 that kills Tron lands?
It's 3 red. It's Obsidian Charm Ma.
Okay.
It's 3 red, 4/4 flyer. ETB, destroy target non-basic. Cost 1 less for each land your opponents control that could make colorless.
Ah, I see.
So against Tron, the card essentially
It's like
reads
a-
red, 4/4, stone rain them, and it flies, by the way, as well.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was... that's a card I do not like the printing of, for the record. I don't like the printing of that card because Tron was already bad when it was printed, and it's a very good anti-Tron hate card. So I'm finding Endurance here, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, see, like... Okay.
Is that card in Modern Horizons?
Yeah. Alright, and our opponent had enough.
Could not beat Endurance on the top of our deck. Which
So-
makes sense. They mulligan to 4. Like,
Oh yeah, it's totally understandable. And I mean, their plan probably was not very good.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a 4-1 with, Elementals. This is the deck I played in the showcase. Tommy actually went 7-2 with it. I think it's quite good. There's a chance I will play NRG Champs. I'm not committing to that right now, but it's an option I'm considering. I pretty much recommend it quite a bit. I think it's just good against Murktide Hammer. Those are the 2 best decks.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically think if I tell you any deck is good against Murktide Hammer, you should say, I'm sold, I would like to play it with very little other information. And famously, Greg says he's going to play it if he ever plays a Modern RCQ, which he may never do. So, there you go. That's the story. I hope you're convinced.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we'll just... Oh, wait. Do you want to raid Games Done Quick?
Oh my god, that's insane to do. They have like 49k viewers. What? They don't need your raid, Greg.
Okay, let's not raid them. We could raid... Let's see, who's playing Magic right now? This person? Vintage Cube?
You can raid that person. That's
We're
fine.
gonna raid Geeky Jackson, who we don't know.
No, wait, that's the person who posts tier lists that I think are heinous.
Oh, wait. Do you then not want to raid them?
No, you can still
Okay,
raid them.
we'll raid them.
But you should know their tier list at top. You can raid them with the understanding that if you ever believe anything they say about the top 50 Vintage Cube cards, I will lose all respect for you. So keep that in mind, but enjoy their channel.
But yeah, I mean, Vintage Cube is very sweet, so that should be fun. Okay, now did it successfully start the raid? I think it didn't.
It didn't.
Because I did it from my computer, so we're gonna raid from here.
But they earn a lot of trophies, they're probably doing something right.
Yeah,
Even if it's certainly not making top 50 cards.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with our normal Tuesday evening limited stream. Probably just streaming some Brothers War, so get hyped for that. We still love the format. But yeah, until then, thanks so much for watching. Have fun in Geeky Jackson's stream, and SystemMagic out.